Hey, John. Patrick. Next round on the pad. There's Shane. Robbie, it's happening. Hey, Jim. Kevin, it's happening. There's Terry. So you guys,
if you walk around the pit area,
he's talking.
down to the manufacturer's
Rick.
midway, in the Grove, down to concession stand, you need to make your way to the grandstands now. Semi-final round, funny car.
Nitro Nate.
Top fuel eliminator.
You guys remind me from now on when I'm whining about not being able to see the screen that I need to turn my stinking dimmer switch up on my phone. I turn it down at night and I forget to turn it up every morning. So that's why I couldn't see earlier. I had the screen, the light turned all the way down. So do that before I come on. Put a comment. Make sure I turn my dimmer switch up. Hey, Nathan, because now it's bright as day. The sun's still shining right on the back of the phone here, and I can see just fine. Before I couldn't see a damn thing. So kick me in the butt.
You're still in competition, racers. Sportsman category, you have money coming. So come over to the tower and see CJ. You did not turn to your W9 yet. So coming around the corner.
Again, hope everybody shares this across their group pages.
CJ says, I love the A-Cows and B-Cows. Everybody did their job and got their W9.
Let everybody else watch.
Bobby Control, national champion again. Bucky's Complete Auto Repair, Mike and Janetto Pines.
Hey, Scott.
RV and Red Line Oil will come up over. Gordon Tank, the Michelob Ultra, CP Gorilla Lady. He has his choice. Wall laps tied
okay.
the event last round.
That's me doing it too.
Odie Gerardo.
Now I got to figure out a way I can spin this around without having to stand like this all day. Which I don't know that there is.
They're very happy. They're having a good time. And they got one of the best chefs over there.
It works good when there's no fence in the way. I can hold it down. Hey, Greg.
Well, Donnie, shall we say it's been a spectacular Sunday?
It's been exciting, and I can't believe it's almost over.
Yeah.
You know, but it seems like we've
Mike.
been up here for a couple of weeks. We've seen some exciting racing, and saw the honorees get inducted, and it's been a great event, and great weather, and great track.
Alien A, Frank.
I think we're all happy.
Very much so. Very much so, man. Just a spectacular weekend here. Getting down to
James.
close to the final rounds. And again, I want to remind everybody that's here. Don't forget, winner circle in the staging lanes behind the tower here. And each and every one of you is welcome
Mike
to come over
Weeks.
here. Take pictures. Meet all the champions. Get some autographs and stuff. We're actually going to have, in some categories, 2 champions. Because, you know, we're crowning
Dennis,
national
70.
champions for the year in the Heritage Series. We're also crowning our event winners here for the California Hot Rod Reunion. They could be the same or they may not be the same.
So what you're saying is it's going to be a big party.
Oh, it's got to be a party. Yeah. Where's Joe Wallow when we need him?
He'll be down there.
Yeah, of course he will.
Mr. Rock and Roll.
Yeah.
Listen, Bucky Austin's car comes to life with Bobby Cottrell. And the Michelob Ultra.
March meet's coming up. Mike.
Tony
March
Gerardo,
meet's coming up.
Freeway Chevrolet lane. Tony, 577
David.
last round. That car's been
Thanks, buddy. That's I
577.
appreciate it.
Bobby Cottrell, 5:58.
You bet, Doug.
Roll laps, time of the event for the Bucky's Auto Repair benchmark.
Yeah.
Donnie, based on the previous rounds of qualifying, that capital punishment card cannot run with Bobby Cottrell.
No, but you know, every race is different. Track conditions change, atmospheric conditions change. There's so
Hi,
many
Cindy.
things that can go wrong with these
Cindy,
cars.
go see
I believe that
Kevin's fifth. He said, you know, he wanted to do something T-shirt wise for the car.
Yeah, they can't go press it too hard. They actually put a new
I was
motor
talking to him yesterday.
in this car for this round.
A-gas is done for now. James will be back.
This motor would be
Uh,
to run against Bobby.
So, yeah,
very interesting.
I didn't have a chance to hang on. I had to charge up.
Quarter of a mile.
Maybe I can stick on for this round.
Tony will come up over there. Bobby patiently waiting over here.
Mike, I can't think of his name, with the orange gasser, he ended up having a front wheel fall off. Hey, Mark, what's happening? Yeah, they did. I might have recorded that, Mark. I'm not sure, or maybe that was the first round. Here we go.
All right, crew chief's making the final adjustment.
Well, I can see the whole car. You guys remind me to turn my screen brightness up every time. I'm gonna let the rest of you know. I got to remember to turn that up every time. Damon.
We're gonna see who's going to the final round.
Here we go.
Running for the trophy. Bobby is pre-stage. You will hear him whack the throttle with that green barrel.
There it is.
There, bring that RPM
Troy,
up.
it's happening.
Tony rolling in over there. They're going to
Wow, what happened? What happened? Amazing.
Tony Gerardo is going to run for the trophy.
Something happened.
California,
All right, Tony.
We talked about
For 7 months not driving the car.
Right there, Bobby had a big-time starting line advantage.
Yep.
Was driving away, and all of a sudden that green Camaro one come blowing.
Oh, did it? I didn't hear it.
Wow.
I heard it. I thought he just
that
pedaled
team
it.
is going to be very happy. It's their first
Makes sure the
weekend
track's
racing
okay.
together, and they're doing a great job.
In the final. Interesting note here, 3:30.
That
time.
rarely ever
Bobby
happens.
Cottrell was 2:53. Tony Gerardo was 2:62.
I'm gonna spin around to
That green
think he's
Camaro
okay
was
down there.
gone until about 800 feet in Tango.
Yeah, I almost went past him. He shut off so quick, I almost spun around.
A big smile on his face.
So happy for that team. They've been through a
Good
lot,
deal.
emotionally up and down, crew changes and everything. But hey, they're going around.
Nice round of applause for that team there. Hey, let's not forget that championship
Yeah.
team down there in that first band. Bobby and Bucky and Mike, Jeanette, Heidi, everyone. Great job. But man, look at them high fives and fist bumps out of that Tony Gerardo team. This is the next pair. Jim Boychuk, Happy Hour Camaro, Billy Morris, the problem child. Somebody's going to race Tony Gerardo for the championship.
Come on, Billy.
Qualified number 3.
Hey, Greg.
Boychuk, qualified number 2.
Yeah. Wow, David.
Boychuk,
Wow.
71-1. Last round.
That rarely
Billy
happens.
Morris with lane choice at 5, 6, 0,
All right.
1.
So give him a high five, Shane. I'm pretty sure he won the thing, David, yeah. I'm trying to think of what race he hasn't won yet. Pretty sure he won Boise. I can't remember now all the races he's won. I've been to a few of them. They're going to go to Vegas for a special deal, by the way, you guys, next at the NHRA meet. So if you're watching that, they're going to have the same guys I think we have here. I think they're bringing 10 cars for that. That'll be like a premiere thing. So, all right, Shane, cool. So yeah, it'll be great if they start bringing, probably on the West Coast. Maybe the 4 races out here, they'll bring them on I don't know if they could expect. Glenn, I don't think they'd expect them to follow the tour around. That's a
Fire the next pair.
crap load of money.
We're going to see who runs Tony Gerardo.
So excited
Yeah,
for that.
that's right. When's the last time you lost a race, huh?
They kept the performance up. They put a fresh motor in that car, even though they didn't hurt the other one, just to give it a shot.
Race director Dave Light stands over there looking at the front of the child car that I'm not sure what's going on.
No, don't tell me that
Looks like
noise.
They're starting it up.
Oh, okay,
I
good.
don't think there is a problem.
Well, good. Don't panic us.
Class, Tim Wojcik and the team just said, go ahead and do what you got to do.
This could be a good race. They're only a few hundreds apart. Twig can turn that thing up. So can Billy and Eddie. I mean, they could turn them both up. Hey, Don. All right, Damien. Take care.
Now there are honor races. Go ahead and fire them up. Rick Morris looks in at his kid Billy and says, let's go. Problem child, the three-way Chevrolet lane. Happy hour, Tim Wojcik at the team. For 10 Weeds Auto Center in Las Vegas will come up in that Michelob Ultra CP Corella Way.
Hey, Steve.
Out by Tim Wojcik. Poured out by Billy Morris.
Jim Boychuk out of Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, but they have a shop down there in Phoenix, and they like the warm weather down there. Get out of the snow of Alberta.
Man, they don't have to.
Lives out in the desert, so all he has
Yeah.
is hot weather.
Which he's on.
Well, at least Boychuk doesn't have to drive back and forth. That'd probably break any team for the diesel fuel coming down here all the time. So that's a smart deal. Hey, Pat.
Eddie Knox brings his dry-rub three-way Chevrolet lane.
Hey, Mike.
One of them's going to continue on, run for the trophy. About an hour from now. Pre-station Tim Wojcik. Billy Morris pre-stage.
Yeah.
Billy Morris, 5,
Yeah.
6, 2, 0.
Dang.
244
Boychuk slowed down.
miles
Yeah,
per
Timmy.
hour. Tim Wojcik,
All right.
585 getting over near the center line.
Final round,
219
bound.
miles an hour. They were 1 down difference in reaction time. 250 to the 330 for Billy Morris. 252 for Tim Wojcik. 371, 204 Billy Morris at half track. Tim Wojcik probably spinning the tires, Donnie. 376, 192 getting over near the center line there. Billy Morris to the final round.
Yeah.
And we'll have lane choice in 5, 6, 2, 0.
Great run for that
Hey,
volleyball
John.
team. They're loving it. They're really dedicated
Heck yeah.
to the sport. They came out of Top Fuel Hydro Racing. He's a good friend of mine, very smart individual. I told everybody in the pits, when Eddie figures this stuff out, you better watch out.
And you said, well, how about a round of applause for both those teams, especially that problem child going to the final. Great job. Top Fuel Eliminator, semi-final round, your newly crowned national champion, Tyler Hill, 5:59. Last round to get lane choice. And former national champion, the Circuit Breaker team. Robert Sutton and the entire team down
Come
there.
on.
Of course, his dad, Hall of Fame starter Larry
Speed.
Brand new car over here in that Bigelow Ultra CP Corolla Lane for that Hilton family. Great expectations. Of course, Pete Whitburn, the circuit breaker. It's not raced much the past couple of years.
No, we haven't seen much of them, but you know, they come right out and they didn't miss much. They didn't skip a beat. Ran good all weekend. Tyler Hilton, of course, he's already sewn up the championship.
Yep,
But
sure
his
did.
dad, Bobby, said, we want to take home that trophy.
Yep, got a race to win. One of the quickest top fuel dragsters ever, right here in that Bigelow Ultra CP Corolla Lane. A very short list of cars that have dipped down into the 550s in top fuel eliminator. Moving to first to go to the final round in top fuel. Bobby Hilton says, go get him, kid.
Yep.
Bobby's in the stage lace jumping around and Tyler's cool, calm, and collective. Pete Whitburn, Tyler Hilton. Tyler down there, top end. 2:11 at half track. It goes 2:10 across the finish line there. Pete Whitburn up in smoke at
Yep.
12:95.
Doggone it, Pete.
77 miles an hour.
Yeah, you had to give it a shot, though.
111 miles an hour at half track, Donnie.
Yep, that car's been trucking. It makes a move in the middle, and he's got to pay attention driving to it because it wants to move around. It's making so much power out there in the middle. So 211 miles an hour, we can see why.
And he's loving every bit of it.
Oh yeah. Smiles all around in that cam.
That driver's fearless. The other half, Adam Sorokin and Pete Kaiser. The champion speed shop car is not here. So it'll be a single run for Pete Kaiser.
Doggone it. Sorry, Adam.
Number one, number two qualifier will pair up in the final round of top.
Well, that'll be a hell of a round.
It has been a while, Donnie Couch, since Pete Kaiser's been to a final.
Yeah, he's having a good time. He's starting to feel more comfortable. You know, he built this car, tuned it when Dan drove it, when Dan's son drove it. They had good performance then, they had good performance now. But Pete's having the time of his life coming back to the driver's seat.
Yes, he is. The guy just stepped away and, well, just decided.
Randy!
You know, I'm going to let you drive the dragster at the reunion.
Yeah.
He didn't have to tell it twice.
No. The champion speed shop car, Bobby McLennan and that group, Adam Sorokin, they banged a motor down there pretty good. And
Yes, they did.
swapped motors down there. And they had the new motor in the car, but they just must have got behind. That's why they're not here.
Pete Kaiser, 578.7 if you want to get lane choice in the final round, which does not make any difference at this track.
No. Both lanes are equal.
Ray, Jeff, what's happening? The altereds are next. They better be. I don't see anything up there, but they better be. Single pass.
Quickest driver in the sport, Mindy Pride, helping out her good friend down there, Pete Kaiser. She lets him know you're on a single run.
I saw her, but I didn't talk to her. I just saw her drive by.
Levi.
The sport vehicle.
Yeah. Hilton won.
Final adjustments being made on that car.
Wittenberg
As he
smoked the
rolls
tires.
into the beams, he's three-stage in my game.
Jeff.
I want to watch the
Excuse me, guys.
scoreboard. Just listen. Shut it off. Well, the early numbers were very good.
Okay, yeah.
60-foot time, 258 to 330, and rolled out of the 7:05.
It's an easy pass to save it for the final.
Kaiser, Tyler Hilton, for the California Hot Rod Reunion Championship. And Tyler, newly crowned national champion.
All right.
Pick the plane.
Good for you, Tyler. Awesome.
All right, well, we'll be back in action.
Okay. I don't see a few altered, so
And we still have more to go.
I'll just let it run for some of the other guys that like to watch the.
I'm going to slide on through here and take you through some more of the sportsman categories here.
Maybe I can wait for the A-gas guys again. All right, Jim. Well, get over that crap quick, huh? I'll leave it on for about another 15 minutes so I can make sure I have enough charge for the final. Maybe we can get the A-gas back through here again and the A and B injected junior fuel cars.
All right, guess who's going? Jonathan Flores, the 67 and 04. It's their track. Get a time and
Pretty car.
gives up the race. 1072 is all April needed on a 1060, and she takes the win. Jonathan Flores left anticipating way too soon. Gary Argyenic, Cressley, California. A fuel to the lanes, please. A fuel to the lanes. We need A fuel to the lanes.
Yep, so they're calling A fuel, so we'll leave that up. We'll follow a couple rounds.
Rick Father out of Mariposa, California. Pulls his Camaro out with it. Double breakout. But the Pinto doesn't go as quick and gets
Leave
the
that.
win. Goes 10:57 with a 6 to a 10:57.2. Had the better reaction
Wow.
time. Margin of victory, 45 thousandths of a second. And he gets the win by breaking out by less. So Hardy comes back with the Pinto. Mike Thomas out of Camarillo, California. Police Sergeant in Oxnard. Hey, Sergeant. 64 Falcon. Kenny Sims out of Bakersfield. 63 Falcon. Thomas out in front and gets the win. 1076 to a 1082. He had the incrementals all the way down. Sims was super late on the light with a 5:29 reaction time.
They run them off pretty quick. I got to be flipping back and forth pretty quick. Hey, Bob.
Matthew Flood out of Shafter, California, 71 Camaro, number 5 qualifier.
And everybody just ran off if he hadn't been on earlier.
Out of Bakersfield as
Everybody else jumped back off. I'm going to run it until the gas cars just for the heck of it.
1060, the elusive number for these two cars. And Flood, he's getting pushed back. Flood's car breaks, and it's a gimme for Bo Dyson.
All right, Bo.
1060. He gets a 1058 with a 9, but it's okay. It was a solo run. He got the win.
Hey, Regan.
Anglia here is the right lane. Don Fornier, Ecolo Ultra Lane out of Sunnyvale, California. Number 12 qualifier with 1064. Steve Barta out of Bakersfield. His competition.
At some
Steve with the Nova
that
Sedan.
thing is going to stay that way.
62 Chevy 2, first year of the Chevy 2s. Big problems
The
for
only
Chevy
time that
2s,
they
the
could
upscale of the Novas.
was when Jason Brewer
Barta qualified number 6 with 1061. Fournier number 12 on 1064. 1060 is the index. Ford Anglia, British Ford. You gotta understand the roads in Britain are quite narrow because they were made for horse and buggy. So they built their houses very close to the street, and because of that they made the streets narrow. That's where the Anglia looks so they're close, and it's Fournier breaking out with a 1059.2. Barta goes 1061 on a 60, and he gets the win. Eddie Shokosh back again out of San Marcos. 71 Camaro. How many classes is Davey running today? 454 cubic inch big block in his Camaro. He's taking on Dave Curiagra out of Santa Ynez, number 1 qualifier. They're gone. Shrocards, though, gets them on the tree. Shrocards out in.
Is he going to hold on without breaking out? No! He gives it up at the stripe. 1061 for CHRR to a 1067. All the way down the track. Shrocards had the incrementals, had the reaction time advantage. He gave up the win light. Number one, CHRR, shows why he's number one. Carl Carlson out of Discovery Bay, California, 2017, number two qualifier. This is Nostalgia Eliminator 3 with an
Hey, Ron.
Lindsay Lister.
How you doing? Hey, Jerry.
Personal assistant with the 72 Shoemaker chassis car, the number 6 qualifier. This category has a 960 index. Chassis tractor. 467 big block. Ford Model T Roadster. Ford Model T's introduced to the public in 1908, stayed in production through 1927. Then until the Beetle. And in the 1970s. A-Fuel, Pro 5, Junior Fuel, to
Hey,
the
Don.
lanes. T-Bucket hits the mark. Reaction times are very close. It's going to be Lindsay Lister losing. A 962 to a 961.
Ooh, that's close.
74,000
On a 960
of a
dial.
second.
That's just-
Separated at the finish
Yeah, how
line.
close is that down there? Within a few inches. Tough racing. These guys are tough.
Out of Rosemead, California, 62 Corvette, number 3 qualifier. It is Cat all over the place.
Whoop.
Wheels up in his incremental's not that good, but it is not always the best that wins. He goes 979 to a breakout. 958 for Ed. So number 7 puts out number 3 in this round. Cameron Webb out of Bakersfield, heavy equipment operator, 2013. Takes
Celebrity
on Ron
sighting, the
Anzalone.
Ortiz family.
Number 1 qualifier.
Pete,
the smallest
driving in the A-Fuel car for the
guy
Bates.
that runs the number.
Mama Pop Ortiz,
Ron
Rose and
Anzalone
Pete
with
Sr.
the Case Sissel car. This is the original car. It's been updated and refurbished over time, and it runs a lot quicker than Kay got it to run. But Kay was the master of 6-cylinder engines, and Ron Anzalone living up to that legend. Anzalone, 960 with the 1, was the number 1 qualifier. Cameron Webb, number 5 with the 964. 960, the elusive number here for the Nostalgia Eliminator 3 category. RPMs are up, and they're gone. Oh, Anzalone's got some down the track, and he breaks out. So the win goes to Cameron Webb. Webb unseats the number 1 qualifier with a 961 to a 956. Anzalone pushed it to try and get there first, and by doing so, he broke
Hey,
out
Carol.
the 956
Hey, Jeff.
on a 60 index. Jeff Poland out of Mission Hills, California, 2013, number 4 qualifier. Rich Harrison out of Lake Weird in California. He's plastered. The plasterer. In the 27 Ford, number 8 qualifier, takes on number 4. Lights drop. They're gone. Reaction time very close. Incrementals very close. It's a double breakout. Rich Harrison
59s
in the win
apiece.
with a 959.8
Man.
to a 959.2.
How tough is that?
Wow. 6
How tough is that? Yeah.
And 2000s off.
It gets tough at the final rounds here for those guys. There's no easy racing
Here
here.
comes the AFX category. Big Flynn taking on the GTO. Now the GTO kind of looking just like a street car. Innocent looking, got some nice wheels, no stickers, no telltale signs. And
Hey, Bob.
We're going to move in here now and tell you all about the FX guys.
Thanks as always, Bob Beck. Here we go with AFX. Yeah. Get your cameras out, folks. You like cars that do wheelies? This is a big Mopar that hangs the front height.
Yeah.
High in the air.
Good stuff.
Mountain of Escondido. Oh, he got it.
No wheelie this time.
Look at our 875 and he gets it done. 879.3 on the 875 index, and Larry Smith goes 1178. Not going to happen on that 1150 here in AFX. Moving right along here, we got Dale Schroeder. Keithburg, Colorado, 64 Fairlane wagon, and I love me a wagon. At 991, he's got a 1025 index here in AFX. At 975 for Lynn Anderson. He's got the in-between numbers. Lynn Anderson. Back in the Mopar, he's going to be the Mopar. 974,
got him.
975 under by 7,000.
Can't tell, can you? It's hard to tell.
1003 on the 1025 and under by a couple tenths, and he bows out of competition here in this round of AFX.
They just keep blasting them through there, don't they?
11 flat for Kevin Jones out of Whitewater, Colorado. The 69 Barracuda, Rich Floyd. Looking to go 9.
John, what's going on?
Waiting there for Rich. He's going to watch that Barracuda get out there a little bit, that three-way Chevy side.
There you go. There's a wheelie. Got him.
955 on that 950 index at 140 miles an hour, 1113 on the 11 over Kevin Jones.
Hard to tell from where we're at. Doesn't look like he's ever going to catch him, but they do.
We got Dakota Berry. Zero. Right, butchered that one. Sorry, folks. 64 Plymouth.
Doug, what's happening?
26 Mopar under the hood. Deep staged over here.
Oh, big wheelie. Got him.
On the 1025 with better reaction time with an 070 or 120.
He's got to whip it right around. They just blast. They just run after run. They don't mess around.
Robert Norris. 1050 index. And that 68 Barracuda over there in the three-way Chevy side, and another Mopar, that 72 Dart of Dave Sprague out of Upper California. The Bone Maker. Then 1043 qualifying on that 1050 index. The car is in the same neighborhood.
Hey, Robert.
So he's going to try to slow it down just a little bit to get that 1050 index. And he's got a heads-up race here. Robert Norris, he's got that 1050 number as well. So better reaction times first to the finish line, but not a little quicker than that 1050. Well, there's your winner in this round. Stage comes on, stage stood ready, goes Robert. Here we go. All rolling.
Oh, red light. Too bad. You bet, John. We're going to watch a few of these. We want to wait for the A gas and A fuel cars to run. And we got it about another hour or so for the final for Nitro. Hour and a half. Oh, he caught him.
905 gets it done on the 9 flat for David Franklin.
Hey, Michael. He's pedaling it. Nope, not enough. Got him.
But once again, I need Junior Fuel Pro Mod.
Doing Pro Mod.
Fuel beat you to the lane. lanes, please.
Yeah, they want them up here probably in the next 10 minutes. We'll see them run. So we'll hang out for them.
And also double A gas while I got your attention to those bits and a single patch here for Clay Coaston. 65 Dodge.
Single.
That's going to do it for AFX.
AFX.
Moving on into Hot Rod. Here we go. Round number 3. Hot Rod Eliminator. Here we got Herschel Ward out of Morgan Hill, California. The elevator for today. Dialed in at 960. John Kirk over there in the freeway Chevy side and dialed in at a 1050. 68 coming out of the hatch. After this round, these races will go on a ladder.
It's a whole second.
Station ready. John Kirk going to get out there a little bit.
Aye, red lip.
Midnight start for Herschel Ward.
Right lane's your winner.
Running it out, the whole 4 across the finish line stripe. Herschel Ward moving into round number 4. Kind of like a 55 coming around the corner. We got a NASCAR 55 called Purple Haze. Lucas Nunez out of Ridge Grove, California. 434 cubic inches of small block Chevy. A couple carburetors on it, and a lot of fun. Looking to go to 115, so head start going to him. Reynolds over here in the Michelob Ultra and the CP Carrillo side, looking to go 951. So the waiting game for Steve. He's going to get out there a little bit in that Purple Haze 55. Three lights apiece here, one way better than the other. Nope. 12-13 on the double breakout. He was under by 200. McReynolds took 700 with him across the finish line stripe. Only needed 3. 948 out of 951.
We're doing some
Moving on. We got Steve Cochran and Marvin Roll. Cochran going to get out there a little bit.
nostalgia classes.
10-15 for the Beg out of Chino. For the retired heavy equipment operator, Marvin Rolls. As soon as Marvin gets used to turning on those wind lights, folks, he's pretty good at it. And here we go.
Nice slow.
Steve Cochran.
Whoa, we almost lost him on that one.
When I go into Marvin Rolls, 1062, he's not going to let a light like that slip away. On that 1015, and Steve Cochran's light was a 143 to an 056 for Marvin. Marvin moving into round number 4. Attention, the fifth, attention in the fifth. Final call. Final call. Junior Fuel needs you to the lanes. Junior Fuel needs you to the lanes. And Double B Gas needs you to the lanes as well. Joy Tucker. Omar Adam Redding. Gataway. Looking for that 1154. 1153 for Delbert Tooman. Adam Atkins. Top end wind line going to be Joy Tucker. 1158 on the 1154. Better reaction time with Joy by a couple hundred. 027 and 049. Delbert does 1159 by 400ths of a second. Joy Tucker. Now, we got Tom Price, Greg Brassico. Greg out of Ventura. Retired from Southern California, Edison. 63 though. Good looking car. What's up with that? Southland 1143, Tom Price down there in the 10-10. So a little bit of a head start going to Greg over there in the three-way Chevy side of things. Red light start Greg, red light start Tom. Corvette, gonna go 10-10. 10-14 on the 10-10 for Tom Price. Next pair, we got Tom Bayer. Another one of those 10-10 dials. 62 Corvette out of Big Pine. Jason Cooper looking to go 1189. 1964 American. 259 inches on the hood. Hit the head start with the 1189 dial. Three lights apiece here. Corvette trying to race down at that 6. Got that one not going to be that Corvette. As he was
Howdy.
006 and 1013, turning into 16 at the finish line. Jason Cooper was 037, goes 1191.
Hey, Rhonda.
Great drag race. The 16 at the finish line, guys. Going to Tom Bayer. Jerry Bradman.
Hi, Tom.
Over there, British Columbia.
Remember Tom from Orange County?
272 looking to go 10-74. British Columbia, 1078 on the 1074 is 009. Darren Driak started with a 1 and tried to put his foot through the firewall and they ran out of time. They put him quick, 1109 and the 11. Aaron Hopkins bows out. That's the canoe for that round of Hot Rod. We got last pair, sorry. Scott Morgan and Boyd Anderson. 960. Now for Scott Morgan, Boyd Anderson looking to go 10-14.
Camaro versus Vega.
Boyd Anderson, he was better in reaction
Vega
time by
got
about
him.
500 of a second. 041 goes 1048 on the 45, and that was for Hot Rod eliminator round.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. I was trying to share it with more people. People are just going to have to share it to their groups. It won't work with that app. It was worth the shot.
Attention in the pits. All winners, need you back to the lanes, please. All winners, turn around, give them the cone, and head on back.
Yep. I'll lap them here. They got to get it done. Yeah. Technically right. Yeah. I'll text myself. Thought I was going to do better. Oh well. As long as it shares across, that's all that matters.
I like where this race is headed right now. The afternoon. What are we almost about 4 o'clock? 3:30 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Race control says it's about that time. Call all winners. So if you win the round, fill them up, get back to the lanes because we're going to send you down. Burning daylight here, we got to run a race. All winners, win a round, come on back.
Indy, it's happening. Just gonna leave it on the rest of the day. Catch all the last few classes, hot rod classes. Get them all in. I don't get a chance to every year. And I appreciate all the other classes. They all work their butts off. They ain't any less work for any of the other cars. We do get to make several laps. That's what's neat. They get to come back quicker. So I appreciate those guys.
So once again, attention in the fifth, all winners lead you to the race, please. Coming up with 8 fuel, Sean Bellamy. Hit base. There's a bunch of stuff that's going to be broadcasted over the PA right now. We need W9s for Sabrina Pecora and Bill DeMartin. Need W9s. More W9s in Nostalgia Limited.
Hey, fuel coming up.
Troy Boyle, Duke Baker, Jim Miller, Chad Shaw, Gary Ryan, and Krista Sudan. The basic relationship, if you're on the ladder and you haven't turned in a W9, you need to do so. Also need W9s and C-Gas. Linda White, Steve Papalias, Jeff Kleeman, and Michael Karani. Linda White, we just need your signature.
Excuse me, that's not A
Sean
fuel.
Bellemere.
Sean Bellemere. That's A fuel over there.
Again, I need Ron Anzalone. You're still in competition with Jeff Wallen. Come on up to the top, please, and fill out your W9. And then Jonathan Flores, Matt Flood, and Don Fournier for D-Gas. Need your W9, guys. Kid Bainstein. Multi-time champion over there in the long car. Sean Bellemere over here in the short wheelbase altar. Also need Brian Hall, Terry Hessler, need W9s as well. W9s are Whitford, Sorokin, and McClellan. Also need W9s for Brad Thompson, Dan Duran, and Drew Austin. I think I'm taking a roll in school here. W9s for James Day and Cecil Matthews. And Bobby Cottrell and Lucky Austin, your W9s from you as well. We're going to send these 8 fuel cars down the racetrack right now. Sean Delamere, listen to the RPMs of this altered scream to the moon. The wheels come way up. And I'll get back to name calling and W9 asking here in just a second. Chris Bates.
Gets the win.
128 goes 6076.
Nice.
007 for Sean Delamere. That's why he's a champion everywhere. 633, 218. And while it's quiet, A Fuel need Sean Kobari. Need W9s, and that is it. So basically, drivers, if you made a ladder and you haven't turned in a W9, you need to do so. Looks like it's going to be Kent Bates.
And who?
Wayne Remain. Kent Bates going to duke it out of the long car. Sean Delamere just found out of competition right there from 007, and that made him awesome. And after this, it's going to be Promod. I'll turn the microphone over to Mike English as well. Start by coach down yonder.
Once again, the Ortiz family hanging out down here. That's Mike Halstead's in-laws, father-in-law, mother-in-law, Tracy's mom and dad, her brother. Pete got to drive the A Fuel car for the Bates and the B Fuel, I believe. He did a fine job around the car, made it to the quarterfinals. It ran 640s. Which I believe was a bit off pace for the tune-up. I believe it had to run a little quicker than that, maybe 6.0s. Right. Hey, Denise. We're going to run off the rest of the
solo run here into
cars.
The final, we're going to duke it out with Kent Bates Sr. Wait a minute. And 613. What's he got up his sleeve right now?
We will see.
605, 219 miles an hour. Wayne Remay is on his way to the final round in A Fuel. That's going to do it for me next show. We got Promod, and I believe Mike English is going to
Promod's coming up.
Bad accident. He's at the hospital getting checked out. Please pray for him. So that's the news from Mike Maria.
So far, what about him?
That he got taken to the hospital getting checked out. Please pray for him. So she's a nurse, so she's not going to say anything.
Yeah.
We'll see. Check
Yeah, she's asking us to pray for him, so that's enough.
his wife does his family. So.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Steve the Barber. Appreciate your efforts here on Mike English for going the
Yep,
team that was
this-
in contention
yep.
for the national championship.
In
Top fuel eliminator. And I told you, this guy's a race car driver extraordinaire.
He's gonna win something.
Carl Wilson qualified
He ain't winning top fuel. He's gonna win pro mod. He's gonna win something.
Fired it up and backed it off. All the car guys' heads spun around like they were owls. These are crackers. I don't like these guys.
Just absolutely love these cars, man. They're wild, they're wacky, they make a whole lot of horsepower. Actually, I'd call them fuel altereds on steroids, kind of. Brett Williamson in that Corvette over there has been 259 miles an hour. You don't think that ain't trucking along in one of these cars? Watch these babies.
We got to get the camera right here so I don't lose them on the. They're come by pretty fast.
Carl Wilson rolled some bikes on first line. Two different generation Corvettes. It's gonna be Brett Williamson.
All right.
599.
There we go.
256
Be in the
miles
final
an hour.
for something.
They were 1,000 difference in reaction time. And Brett Williamson
right,
hangs
Brett.
on at 599.8, 256. Takes out Carl Wilson 602, 245. It's just a great matchup there. The next pair fired them up already.
Yeah.
Garrett Richards in from Washington. That very cool Shelby Mustang. And Justin Wake right up the highway here at Shorty's Fabrication in Clovis. That is your number one qualifier coming up here. Do his burnout that Michelob Ultra CP Corella way. That Mustang just looks cool. Dig that car for Garrett the D.
No word yet.
Corvette comes back here. That very cool swoopy Mustang over there.
It's hard to solve this stuff. Reed talks about it. Explain things to you. It's like, it's not like it.
They're pre-staged. While Garrett Richards jumping right. Down there, 589, 247 miles an hour. Justin Wake in that Corvette. Garrett gave it a shot, but Justin moved first off that starting line. Garrett goes 6:01.0, 245. But when the guy in the other lane was better in reaction time, better at half track, than 589, 247. Corvette to the final and drove on.
Yeah.
For the California Hot Rod Reunion. Junior Fuel.
There we go.
Brad Woodard.
That's what the Ortizes are waiting for. He was driving.
And John Enriquez. In from Kentucky, the fuel injection specialist, along with Bob McRae and the team. John Enriquez been a part of NHRA Championship drag racing for the better part of 50 years. Celebrating his 50th anniversary of drag racing a couple of years ago. Got us a former national champion, former California Hot Rod Reunion champion, and former March Meet champion. Don Enriquez, of course, Brad Woodard over there, owner of Riker Machine down there in Oceanside, and he's no slouch himself.
Gabriel, what's happening?
Of course, Don Enriquez's partner that he made, these two made their name. The legendary Gene Adams in the house here.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Adams and Enriquez team was just legendary.
Scott!
Friends texted me, we gotta take a break. Okay.
Bob McCray walks away. Brad Woodard pulls up over there far side.
Doing fine, thank you, Gabriel.
Well, now there's some shade.
Yeah, yeah, and I didn't have my phone brightness all the way. That's why I couldn't see.
Oh.
I thought I had it up all the way. I thought I had a dimmer that when the sun hit it was just, I didn't have it up.
What phone do you have?
iPhone 12, 11 Pro,
Pro Max?
X, yeah.
Little
So-
red start going to Enriquez on that
And I've been fighting for that for weeks. On the last few passes, we will see if Don Enriquez.
Enriquez made the move off that starting line. That yellow dragster just lit the tires, and the veteran driver rolled out of the throttle.
Yep, that'll be one of the last times we'll see him down the track, if any. He's always good at, well, crap, Scott, that ain't no fun. He was always excellent at tuning tips when he used to work at Hillborn back in the day at out there was Mission Viejo, I believe. He used to go in and get my tuning tips off of him. Him and Gene Adams. Yeah, I went back and sat in the shade, started messing with stuff, put it up in the sun, you know what I mean? But oh, good, it's not dimming out.
Well, yesterday my phone dimmed out because I have a mount that I sometimes put on here if I want to do video at the same time. It's hit and miss where it turned
Don
out.
Enriquez clears the track down there.
Yesterday my phone kept dimming out like a head. And I started a couple times. I don't know if it was the heat or what.
Oh, yeah, that's what I, yeah.
What,
In from Idaho.
my friend and I were talking because she has me on her business
Dustin doing
plan.
something that,
She
well,
wants to upgrade our
pretty
phones
special.
in April.
National champion in Nostalgia Eliminator 1.
And the phone that she wants
National
to upgrade
champion.
to has almost
Junior
3 times the
Fuel.
megapixels. The 14 Pro Max.
Really?
Yeah. It has a lot better camera on it.
Wow.
I'm like, shoot, then I won't have to carry my big thing around here pretty soon.
Oh, because they'll be close to one of those, huh?
No, probably not.
Oh. All right, Cindy. Finals are coming up, Scott. They're all in the pit. It's Billy against, I'm blanking out here for a second.
Number 1 qualifier.
Help me out, guys.
National
Funny
champion.
car.
Double round.
A Gerardo for the final.
Race
Bucky, Bobby broke something on the, it popped right about in the middle.
California Hot Rod.
And then we've got a nice top fuel final with Kaiser and Hilton. So that ought to be a good final for that. And the fuel alters, they're just running low ETs, so I'm pretty sure we have Tom Padilla and one more. Let me think a second. Who ran the 6.0? Doggone it. I should know this. So that'll be our fuel altered final. The Pro Mods, we just saw them. We'll have them back. I'm just going to leave it on the rest of the deal.
Loved with the race.
All right, Cindy. Well, give Kevin the Stiff a call. He really wanted to do something.
9-3-9.
Lee,
189
what's happening?
Justin Lee, Brad Woodard for the trophy in Junior Fuel
Tell the boss, nice pass on the car. I don't know. I think I saw it run at 650 once, but I don't remember. But that was a great pass.
Jerry Youngberg gonna come up. His buddy car. Bob Beck gonna take you through it, brother.
Tell him not to sell what he's got. Just put a 6.0 motor so he can still come out and race at least. I know it's too slow. I know don't go 550 and stuff, but what the heck? He should come out and race.
All right, funny car getting ready to go.
I had my engine built by McRae. That engine was
Basically,
not
what it is.
on a stand and shit.
The gassers. Funny car getting a test 2 to run. Just getting ready to go.
I think it's an Omni. I think I saw it sitting there earlier.
Because someone once asked me what I do for a living. I said, well, I sit in a room with glass and I talk to myself all day. With you guys out there, occasionally smiling from what something
Are
would
you
say,
doing the live
we're glad you could be here.
Yeah, I just turned it on. Yeah, to my page.
Oh.
Then I just have everybody share it. A lot
We're looking at
easier.
the radar,
Yeah,
and
one of the guys
apparently
that,
there may be
just
some
went races
wind
at our
coming
track. He
our
came
way
down from
here.
Vegas yesterday, and
Significant
he
wind.
was showing
If
me
your
the
lines, your
video.
canopies are on, you
Guys
might
down
want to
there
secure them. But we're
It's
getting the
dark. I'm
word
not
that the
going
wind is
Yeah.
coming in.
Yeah, it was getting cold, a little
You can
cold.
see some of the flags moving around, but the wind is starting to get
I've been
stronger.
shivering a couple times.
You may want to
Doing it,
secure
you know.
your canopies, your awnings, and so forth on your motor.
Was in Denver one year. It was snow. It was raining. I was like, no, we're gonna get it in you.
It was supposed to be 90s all weekend before we checked the weather before we
Yeah.
left. So I packed no rain gear.
Yeah, I didn't get anything warm either. I had to go borrow stuff. I thought the same thing, and I live local. I should know better. Anyway, it worked out great. There's Pete, Tyler, and Kaiser in the final. If you haven't heard. If you haven't heard, Pete, that's who's in the final for Top Fuel. Cole, Morris, and Gerardo in the final for Funny Car.
Now we've got gassers a pair.
Bucky's car blew about half track, which is kind of rare, but it popped out something, burst panel, you know, whatever happens with all that.
With Scott White.
So it's going to be a good deal.
There we go. The Willies going to take on the Corvette. Scotty White out of Seaside, California, the #1 qualifier.
Or move in front of me, then you don't have to do that. You can get in front of me, and then you'll be low enough.
I came up this way because...
Taking on the Corvette of Lance Godek. Godek was the #6 qualifier. Scott White, the #1 qualifier. But both of them are here in the final. So qualifying didn't mean all that much. What appears to be a stock body Corvette. Taking on a reproduction Willys.
Bobby, it's happening. Glad you made it.
Corvette with a super short wheelbase. Big picnic table style spoiler in the back. Lots of tire in the back to try and get the power to the pavement. Unlike some of the Corvettes you've been seeing today in the gas classes, this is a stock body, a real Corvette, it appears. Got door handles, real trim.
Hey, Tom.
Grants Pass, Oregon, a
Just
retired
left it on
teacher.
after the last pass. Just
Got a dark 500-inch engine.
the last
with a
nitro
qualifier with a
passes. So we're
736.
just going to leave it running.
Scott White from Seaside, California, the 41 Willys.
We're getting close to the finals.
Got a Hemi 471 cubic inches.
They want to get it done before it gets too dark so they can get, you know, some good winter circle photos.
Miles an hour. A Corvette with 736 at 186, but he's going quicker than that during eliminations. Obviously, getting this far. Your #6 qualifier, Lance Godek, against Scott White, your #1 qualifier. This is the final.
Thank you, Mark.
This is for bragging rights, the trophy, and all the money.
Here we go.
So here we go. Three-stage light lit for Godek. White inching forward. Full stage for go deck.
Hey, Doug.
RPMs come up. White is there.
You bet, Tom.
White's going over here. Red's going over here. 651 at 213 miles an hour to a 754. Lance does not run the number. 185 miles an hour. Scott White convincingly getting the win.
Nice pass. The runner-up, they had an issue.
I guess that was only the semi. Because
Okay, there's two more.
My mistake.
Oh, really?
O'Connor gets the bye run into the final. He'll be up against White. He'll be qualifier 1 and qualifier 2. Meeting up in the final.
All right, it's my favorite toothless. I wish it was.
Lots more cars to run as we narrow
They got
down
beat
the
last
field.
round. They look similar to their car. I wish it was. Flat black Studebaker with the big spill plates on the back.
57 Chevy. Get the bye run into the final. Technically, all he has to do is stage and take the starting beam. Doesn't have to put the pressure on the engine of the drivetrain. But based on that burnout, what fun would that be? He's going to go for it. We saw White run a number equivalent to his qualifying time, which put him at the number 1 spot. All remaining competitors, all winners, all classes, back to the lanes, please. All winners, all classes, back to the staging lanes, please. If you win in this round and it's not your final, come on back.
Haven't heard nothing, Don. Just that his wife said to pray for him. So
57 Chevy on board.
we're thinking maybe he had something go on with him in the car.
Miles an hour, a little bit off a mile per hour, but quicker than his
just
he
kind
was
of
qualified with.
Unusual what happened.
Was supposed to make the call. Did
So we'll
not.
see.
So O'Connor, number 2 qualifier, will be White in the final. Again, if you are still in competition, go back into the staging lanes as quickly as you can. Jalen Go out of Bakersfield, California, television director. Number 1 qualifier in the Bigelow Ultra lane. Dan Martin out of Wilton, California, the welder, number 3 qualifier in the three-way Chevrolet lane. Let go in the dragster. Martin
So every
in
year,
the Ultra.
can you tell when it's getting winter? That a couple weeks ago, I'm going, son of a bitch, and all of a sudden, it's coming again.
Yeah, it's really tough today.
It does, don't it? Mom used to warn me, but I thought, nah. Now I know.
I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I'm used to Arizona where it's a lot warmer, so it's really not as much pain, I have to say.
I went to Tucson, and I thought, now I see why people like it there all day. It was like,
Johnny Lithgow, looking
even
for
at night, man.
760. He does. 761 to a 760. Lithgow runs on the number, but left late, and the margin of victory, 100 of a second.
Yeah, that was cool. Was it cool on Monday?
Dale Toros, La Mirada, California.
So yeah, the chiropractor said, a lot of people retired.
He says he's a pro golfer.
Give me a hit.
You should see him in the pigeon putt.
Because I'm always whining, Yeah, but it's true, yeah. So I've kind of,
That's why I wear stuff like this.
It's a 3-par mini golf course he goes. That puts big money on it too. It's 50 cents a hole.
I was thinking earlier, if I could bring some kind of portable back heater pad, I could plug
Carlos
into
used to be from
something.
the El Segundo area.
Not a bad one for
He was the number 13
Yeah, that
qualifier.
would be neat.
They have
Then you'd be up. I'd probably be half asleep. But
Better get that on the.
Nostalgia Eliminator
that's
1 from
probably out
Fraser.
there. Wow.
Those are 2 reaction.
Sorry, guys.
164.
I was changing the. I was getting some
Already got the
warm
win.
stuff on. That was a single.
Single run. Why abuse the machinery?
Yeah. For the 760.
60 miles an hour.
The weather's dropping quick. I was getting some warm stuff up.
Talking about the car, not the driver.
Hey, Mark. Yeah, you bet. So we're just leaving it on until all the finals run. We've left it on now for about an hour at least.
Gas with an 860 index.
We're just going to stay on until it's over.
Raptor in the three-way Chevrolet lane. Yadel in the Piccolo Ultra CP Carrillo lane. Yadel in a realtor out of Irvine, California. Rapider mechanic and a welder out of Paso Robles. 67 Camaro takes on a 67 Nova. Your number 2 qualifier in the three-way Chevrolet lane. Number 11 in the Piccolo lane. 860, the elusive number. Udell qualified with 861. Raptor with an 860. Again, lap pedal and all, they go reaction and then of a second and gets the win. Goes 862 to an 866. Margin of victory, 500s when they got to the stripe. Rick Cruzenga out of St. Louis, California. 50-year-old truck driver. The 55 check was number 3 qualifier. Mike Gillespie out of Concord, California. Retired Berkeley Fire Department personnel in the 63 Chevy 2. Number 6 qualifier. They both ran 860s. The difference was 4 thousandths of a second in their qualifying times. Choctaw 55 Chevy taking on the real steel Nova. All fans come on, they're gone. Big reaction. Counter that reaction though. And it's a breakout for Cruzenga. 859 with a forward to an 861.9 and Mike Gillespie.
He made it to the finish line, but he was 1 under. That's how tough that is. You know how tough that is. That is so tough to be right on the number. There's just no way.
Steve Bullen out of Indio, California. He's retired. 69 Camaro was the number 1 qualifier. 555 Donovan from Power. Ran an 860 with a 1. Randy Armstrong out of Paso Robles. 57 Bel Air. Number 10 qualifier with an 861. The difference between the two, 14 thousandths of a second in qualifying. 57 Chevy looking good. Again, all remaining competitors need to return to the staging lanes, please. All returning competitors. If you won your last round, you need to be back in lane. The Camaro pulls away for a bright red light here on my screen, meaning he broke out. Double breakout, 855 for Poland, the number 1 qualifier. 858 for Randy Armstrong, the number 10 qualifier. And he is closer to the index without going under it too far. Poland goes under it further, and he loses. Sometimes it's good to be second. So again, if you won your last round of racing, you need to come back to the staging lanes. If you won your last round, you need to return to the staging lanes for finals. Semi-finals, depending on the category.
And it's all starting to get cold. I just hate it. Oh God. And I always think it's gonna go like
More racing action to happen here at the 30th anniversary California Hot Rod Reunion.
I know. So I always dress overly warm, and then people are like, why you dress so warm? I go,
I am Bliss, the 1941 Ford pickup truck,
gnarly cold.
taking on the
Yes.
Thunderbolt Fairlane.
We're always cruising on Sunday night.
Lee Roberts Jr. out of Sports Atlanta, 41 Ford pickup truck, the Ford X496, number 25 qualifier. Chris Robbins out of Mariposa, California, 57-year-old transmission repairman. 64 fairway, looking like a Thunderbolt, 580 cubic inch Ford power, like Ford, with a 960 and an 960 index. This is 960, you're running out.
And it's a warm, and it's warm at 65. Yeah, no humidity. Yeah.
Go to the tower, Johnny, let go to the tower. Can he hold on? He does. The pickup goes 962
Nice.
to a 958. The number 25 qualifier shuts down.
Wow.
Number 4 and moves on.
Wow.
To another round. Chris
Good for
Roberts
him.
points out with a 950 in the fair lane. 962
Even 2000s, you can't. That's just so close.
Ford pickup truck.
You just can't call that. Even when you're driving, you know you want to win, and you can't tell if you're right on or 2 under or 2 over. That's just almost impossible. So you go for the win.
In the Michelob Ultra CP Carrillo lane.
Better to be
For the win.
under and
Does the lady in red.
hit the stripe first, or then being over and not getting to it first, and coming in, second on the stripe. Oh, red light.
And red light for Scotty Morgan. Right by 3 thousandths of a second. Insult to injury.
Right on the
He breaks
money.
out as well.
Yeah, well,
He goes 003 red.
the other
and
guy
then
was
full
right
and
there. That's right where he should be. That's probably why he red light. He knew he could run better.
And then a
When you know who you're racing against, you can cut the tree close.
960 to take the win.
I would have told you to give us a letter. You said you were going down there.
Yeah, when I packed all my crap, I got all excited, I guess. Oh, I'm going to win! I left my thermals and my jacket and everything. I guess I must still be sitting on my bed.
Leaves off the line on 2-2 reaction. 36.08, and it goes 960 with a 0.
Ooh.
Right on.
That's 2 cars on the number for the final. Wow, that'll be a good final. So Brian, you see Brian, the guy, the kid in the wheelchair,
Yes.
the hot rod fuel altered wheel. So hey Brian, what do you got in the trailer there? But the other night, I got a sweatshirt, but you can't have my sweatpants.
Santa Paula, the three-way Chevrolet lane, 63 Corvette. Let's take on Roy Castaneda.
A bunch of guys got together and they built that for him.
This category, it's
And then they stocked him up with shirts so he could get gas money and the whole bit. Isn't that cool? So when I go to Tucson, I stay with him.
Oh, nice.
And we go to the race, and so we have a good time. So we've been kind of meeting at all the races because he goes to a lot of the funny car chaos stuff all around.
Right, yeah.
And he's always back there.
Yeah, you like those.
They give him like his own spot on the starting line with his kid. They even call him out, like Mike English called him out here. Nitro Kevin's here in the house, whatever they do, Isn't that neat?
All right, get ready to go. Pageant in the freeway Chevrolet lane. Castaneda in the Michelob Ultra CP Carrillo lane. Green light, they're gone. Oh, reaction time. Great, and it's good enough for the win. 760 with a 9 to a 756 breakout for Castaneda.
Yeah.
And a 001 reaction
Just did.
time.
He had to go for the stripe.
Pageant.
He still had to go for it, even if he was 4 under. It's just almost hard to tell. You got it better to get the stripe, even though he was under. Even if you might be a tad late, you don't know. You're also thinking, well, maybe he's running under, I'm going to run right on. But most of the time, you know how good your light is, pretty much. If you're a little slow, a little quick.
780 cubic inches worth of sun's power.
Wow. That's a big motor.
As I said earlier, I got a couple of cars combined that don't have that many cubic inches.
Yeah. 2 350s ain't that big.
We need Rob Udell and Rick Kuzinga.
Ricky Smith runs a 904 in Promont. That's gigantic.
6 reaction time.
See, he's got 5 to play with. That's what they want in the final, probably. I don't know if I'd want that. I'd want it. A lot of guys just rather run right on, I bet. But I don't know. I don't know. Those guys know best. That's what they do. Hey, Betty. Getting close to our finals. They'll probably run our nitro stuff and then maybe finish off with some of the hot rod stuff. There's a lot of hot rod stuff.
Rick Harrison out of Lakewood. He's plasterer.
Yeah.
I don't know why I don't read that right. He's a plasterer. 27 Ford, the Chevy 496. Carl Carlson out of Discovery Bay, yellow.
Oh, red light and the yellow car.
Action time. Is Harrison the win? So your number 2 qualifier. Not only does he red light, he breaks out for insult and injury.
Kind of reminds you too, Brogy Alters at Orange County and
He runs it out the back door.
Pro Gas back in the day. Brogy built some nice cars. I wouldn't be surprised if those were an old Brogy Roadster. He built a lot of them.
From Wheatland, Wyoming, Classic Auto Sales Repairman, 2017, number 7 qualifier, over in the freeway Chevy lane. Cameron Webb out of Bakersfield, heavy equipment operator from the Bigelow lane.
Oh, another red light for the wheel stand. And
In the air for Keck and a light. Goes 2 reaction time, goes 9:51 to a 9:52. Both guys under the number. But the red light gave the win away. Keck. Either way. More racing action. The staging lanes are full. But again, remember, racers, if you win your previous round, and you're still in the running, you need to pull back in the staging lanes.
Thanks, though.
Richard High, Joaquin Lundgren, the Swede, over in the Michelob lane.
Such a hard shell. I know.
As we get ready to go. Richard High in the freeway Chevrolet lane. Your number 2 qualifier. Joaquin Lundgren. Out of Gardena. Actually from Sweden. He's got the Swedish flag flying, what's left of it anyway, off the back of the spoiler.
yeah,
Index 70.
that's good. That means he's been going rounds.
Richard High was your number 2 qualifier, running 701. Hakim
7.0 Pro.
was the number 17 qualifier with a 720. He's made it this far.
Wow. Yep.
You take out the number 2 qualifier?
Artises are back.
We'll see. RPM start to rise. Fully staged.
He pulls it off.
33 to a 699.
When did he have that shootout at 1,000 feet? When did he have that shootout at 1,000 feet?
3,000 of a second. The Swede
Yeah, that's
goes
awesome.
733, way off the index, but it was good enough to fool Richard High, and he takes the win.
Cool, good for them. That was it. He had the shoots out early
Danny
and
Shokosh running 3 different
Amazing.
categories today.
This is the guy that owns
He's the number 13 qualifier. He'll go into the next round.
Cole Reynolds.
Driving the Killer Crowder Dragster.
Yeah, he's really close to
Shokosh getting ready to go. He qualified with a 711. The index is 70. And
That's
he's just
it.
going to motor it on through. No sense beating up the machine. Not worried about lane choice.
If you recognize the car, Eileen Safford drove it for a while.
If you win your round,
Hey, Mark.
come back to the staging lanes. If you won your round, please come back to the staging lanes.
So there he goes. He wins his round with a whatever it was. I missed it. Okay. I'm not sure what's up next. I don't see nothing up there or hear anything for that matter. Take a look. Oh, there's a car. A white, looks like maybe a Ford.
Steve Barton out of Bakersfield in the Nova.
Oh, it is a Nova. Okay. Hi, Pat.
Markey in the Pinto.
We're just going to hang on and run all the stuff out.
The pint-sized Ford.
Give the hot rod some airtime. These guys are tough. They run right on their numbers.
Nova, Steve Barton. Chances are this little 62 Nova.
Hey, Jeffrey.
Four-cylinder when it was new.
Brian saved my rear. Let me borrow his sweatshirt. You know, it gets cool here. I ran off all excited. Didn't bring one.
Chevrolet did. Oh, the Pinto heads towards the wall.
Oh.
He leaves the line hard. 0.25 reaction time. That gives Barna the edge. Can he use it? He does. Barna goes 10.71. Slows down just enough. Gary Hardy on 11.28.
If you were with us last night, Jeffrey, we did Joe Walla, and Kevin was really
Bo
enjoying that.
Dyson out of Bakersfield, California. An oil and gas consulting. I don't think he has anything to do with the vacuums. 67 Chevelle with a 396. April Balaza out of Long Beach, California. Go for Howell Drilling, 68 Dodge Dart.
Haven.
Advantage, a huge one in this racing.
Come on, get him.
No, he
No.
breaks out. 1053
Oh.
to a 1068 on a 60 index, and it is Bo Dyson going on to a
Give the Howe people some praise. They're hosting Brian Offsmith in the pit back there. Him and Kevin, Nitro Kevin. She was feeding Kevin and Brian over the weekend, making them meals.
Gabe Curiagra,
In between running the race car.
with that screaming yellow Camaro.
Taking care of them.
RPM's coming up. They're gone. Ooh, waiting on the tree for one of those drivers. 4-3 at the 330, but it's a 1067 for Curiagra to a 1067 for Thomas. Identical ETs. Thomas was a 10th late on the light.
See how tough it is?
900.
This is the tough deal. They both ran identical. You got to be on your tree. Can you imagine if they both left at the same time? It would have been almost a tie is pretty much impossible. It would have been neat to see who would have won it if they both left on time.
Next on Banner Roadster and Fiat Topolino.
Together, I should say.
Jason Truby out of Bakersfield, California. Number 7 qualifier for the Fiat Altered. 565 cubic inches for the Chevrolet Power. Sam Tucker out of Redding, California. The Gas Band. 32 Banner with a 470 cubic inch Mopar. 862 is what he ran to qualify 10th. Truckley ran 862 with a 7 to qualify 7th. The difference in their qualifying times, 0.02 of a second. They're getting ready to go. Fiat Topolino. Originally in the streets, 1937. They built the Topo in that style. No, he breaks out. Double breakout. The
Yeah, how
difference in
close they
breakout,
were.
1,000
Yeah.
of a second.
Tough deal.
The margin of victory,
Tough deal.
thousands.
What a tough deal. That is just tough.
All right, we need all the following gassers and classes back to the staging lanes. Hot Rod, Nostalgia 2, D-Gas, C-Gas, B-Gas, AFX. We need you back to the lanes right now.
I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to leave it running. I'll just leave it on the cars leaving. And I'll be back in a few minutes here after this next pair.
There's a pair headed down track. Al and Joe. Double three.
Look how close that is.
Look
at that.
Taking the win.
Another thousandths apart. Close stuff. I'll be back in a few. Just going to leave it here on the launch, let them run down.
Jeff Rochester from Forest Ranch, California, the number 9 qualifier, three-way Chevrolet lane. Nostalgia Eliminator 2, 860, the index. Like this, out of Happy Jack, Arizona.
Hi, I live in Happy Jack.
23T with an 88 Spitzer chassis car. Number 5 qualifier. And ready to go. 860 the number. White Stockman, and they're gone with a red light for Dennis. He's not going to be happy. He breaks out to 853 to 859, but Mike Nitz did it first, and he goes out. Wes Anderson out of La Mirada, California. Driving 2017, the three-way Chevrolet lane. He's temporarily retired. Jim Van Gordon out of Altalova, 27 Roadster, number 8 qualifier here in the Michelob. Michelob Ultra, CP Carrillo lane. $860, the elusive number. Lights begin to drop. Here they go. Wheels in the air, a little in out of shape. It's a breakout for Van Gordon and the win for Anderson. He goes 861 to an 857. He got him on the tree and had the incrementals going down track in some places. Van Gordon was quicker all the way down the track, didn't slow down enough at the end, and breaks out. Greg Nelson out of Escondido, California, 38-year-old engineer. Number 1 qualifier with the Roadrunner. Taking on Robert Norris out of Julian, California with a 68 Barracuda notchback. Pair of bull bars. In this case, bull bar means move over. Plymouths are racing. Relentless Barracuda. With the introduction of this style Barracuda in 1967, there were 3 models, a convertible, a notchback, and a fastback. This is the notchback, the lightest of the 3. Roadrunner came out in 1968, and it was an instant hit. Inexpensive and fast right out of the box. Watch Greg Melton. Chopped the tree by a 1/10 of a second over the competition. This is the FX categories, and based on their index for which X class they are in, they get a certain dialing. Dave Franklin dials 9 flat. Rich Wood 950. Wood in the Nova. Franklin in the big Ford. Nova gone. Franklin gone. Now the Barracuda, Lynn Anderson, this is the fastback version.
572 with a Hemi. Dakota Berry out of Grand Junction, Colorado, 67 Plymouth. A little Valiant, the bases for the original Barracuda. Big reaction Anderson breaks out. Goes 970 on a 975 to a 1031 on a 25. And Dakota Berry going on to a new round. Again, remaining competitors, we need you back to the lanes as quickly as possible. If you've just won your round, you need to return to the staging lane. Lucas Nunez out of Rich Grove, California, 55 Chevy, 210. Joey Tucker out of Running, California. On a Cal Fire with a 66 Plymouth satellite. 470 cubic inches for the Mopar power. I think it's 434 Chevy in the 210. 1955, first year of the performance era for Chevrolet. Not the first V8s though. Although the 265 is considered one of the milestone cars for Chevrolet, or eras for Chevrolet. The first V8 was 1917. A 288 cubic inch V8 at that point in time. 265 and it's Joy Tucker winning. Double breakout, breaking out by less for Joy Tucker. Goes 1148 to an 1197. Lucas was on a 1215 index, whereas Joy was on an 1155. Tommy Price out of Carson City, Nevada, 76 Corvette with 454. 1010 is index. Herschel Ward from Morgan Hill, elevator mechanic, 960 index. Red light for Tom Price. The win goes to Herschel Ward. First fastest is Jack Beckman. Fast Jack.
I see Leah's on. Hey, Gary. Thanks for jumping on. Took a little break. Let the get the legs moving. Getting all the hot rods in. Just gonna stay on till it's done. Kathy.
Side by side, and it's a double breakout. Tom Bayer breaks out by less and gets the win.
All right, Tom, another win.
1041 for
Leah, he used to race at Orange County, if you remember, with all the Pro Gas guys back in that day, I believe, or Pro Street, whatever they used to call it back then.
Equipment operator, 1012, dial in for him. Jerry Broadbender from Cloverdale, British Columbia, a 1075 dial in for him. Left lane will leave the line first. The Flame Falcon will chase.
Nope, he didn't start.
This time. Way out in front. Is he going to go too quick? No, but Marvin did.
Nope.
Marvin Rolls goes 1009 at a 1012, trying to make up the lost time he had in the reaction.
3000s, yep.
And a 1082
Hard to tell.
Jerry Broadbender.
Just hard to tell.
In the win column.
That's just so fine.
Rolls, the Summit Series champ.
You got to go for the win. When you're that close, you just got to go for the win on the line.
More racing action to happen again. If you won your round, please come back to the staging lanes. If you have won your round of racing, please come back to the staging lanes as quickly as possible so we can continue on and get you out of here before it gets dark.
We've got Pete Kaiser and Bobby Hilton for the Top Fuel final.
As we go into final rounds.
Billy Morris and Tony Gerardo and Nostalgia Funny Car. And Tom Padilla, and one other. I'm blanking out. I should know my alters better for the final. If you altered, might be Brian. Hope, I can't recall, doggone you guys. So you guys have been watching with me. Whoever ran the 2 quickest times for that is coming back. Gonna miss Ron Hope driving the rat trap. We're gonna get a chance to go back to his Christmas party and do some cackles. That'll be 1st of December. So we get to do, that'll be our final live feed for the year. We'll be over at the Revival in Irvindale here pretty soon for that. That'll be fun. Those are the last 2 live feeds we'll do this year. And we'll see what happens for next year. We got a similar schedule for next year coming up. And most likely start with the March meet here. Right now they're trying to get everybody done before it gets dark so they can get some good winter circle photos. If it's dark, it's okay. They like to have some light. Of course, I like it a little dark. Better pictures. Hey, Kathy.
Please come back to the staging lanes.
So everybody's cooling down. All the hot rods are cooling off so they can make the next run. Hey, Dale. So we may end up with our nitro cars before the rest of the hot rods. It seems to happen that way a lot, which is fine. Here we go. Looks like a truck. Old Willie's truck, maybe.
All right, here we go. 2 vintage Fords.
Oh, Fords.
Ford pickup.
See?
And a 34 Ford.
I'll let Bob tell you. He knows every single car that ever was made.
Alan Brown out of Vista, California, 34 Ford Coupe for the 475 cubic inch Chevy. He was the number 11 qualifier, ran a 962. Lee Roberts Jr. out of Sparks, Nevada, a 41 Ford pickup with a Prodex 496.
Ooh.
Big block. Index 960 for these 2 cars.
Okay. There you go. Let's see how close they hit it. If they're going to be close, who's going to go for the stripe? When they're that close, you go for the stripe.
Get ready to go. They hammer the throttle, let off they go. Reaction time will be track, and they are side by side.
Oh, both of them went under.
Lee Roberts Jr. Breaks out by less.
Just 4 under, the other one's
We had a
6 under. How close is that? 2,000s. How do you call that? That is just so close.
Gonna move on to the next round.
That's why they want 5 extra, so in the final they can go under a little bit.
Just needs to stay.
And without lifting, they didn't even lift. They just drove it all the way through. Cut a good light and see who can run it to the stripe first. Somebody gets a single.
Takes the light. That's all he needed to do. And he will meet another Reno resident in the final round.
Is he just going to back it out, maybe? It looks like it. Good.
Again, we need all remaining competitors to the staging lanes. All remaining competitors to the staging lanes. If you just won your round, you need to come back to the staging lanes, please.
Yeah, no renewals yet.
I feel terrible. It's like, I wish the guy good luck and I jinxed him. We both did.
I know, but
They should have said something.
Yeah, and stupid Bob Pitt. Oh, he's out of the car. No, he's not, dude.
All right,
He's
well,
on a
there,
stretcher.
Mike English, Donnie Couch, and Steve Lamar, thank you very much for being here and allowing us to keep you informed about what's not, and what's going on throughout the weekend.
did what?
Stupid ass Bob.
I know, I heard him say that and I thought, oh, good.
That's a good sign. Tractor
I
drags.
didn't think it was Michael. Yeah, I thought it was
These are
Mark.
prepping the track.
And a gratuitous plug on my part. Go to YouTube, Sketcher, Apple iTunes, Spotify, and look up GAS, G-A-A-S, the Great American Odyssey.
You're not cold yet. You're getting there?
I have to put on the jacket now.
Uh-huh.
I think in the sun it's just bright, but
Oh, yeah, you're up there closer to it, yeah.
the sun disappeared.
But they might have needed time to get ready in the nitro guys anyway, so that's kind of what's neat about it. That gives them more time to get ready.
Oh.
Yeah, in case they have something happen or whatever.
Yeah, because it's almost, it's 4:45 right now.
Oh, okay, so they got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nitro smoke, it looks like piston smoke, ring smoke. Yeah.
We were watching everybody leave the bleachers over there last night when it started to sprinkle.
Oh, yeah?
I'm like, it's going to go away any second now.
Yeah, and it did.
And it did.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Germans. I'm surprised. I would imagine
Yeah, that's a dealership. Yeah, they just rolled this.
safety lane. Bear with us here. Let me go. 2. Final lap.
Dave and 2 tenths are right there,
Huh?
standing against the fence.
I heard they're getting ready, but I didn't hear what class.
No, he didn't say.
Look at that little kid looking at that.
The track prep going on so we get ready for more racing action.
Oh, my friend that's gonna race down here next year, he goes, it already goes fast enough. Maybe go to injection or a bigger engine. I'm like, y'all can't leave your toys alone.
Yeah.
All right, Taylor Sausage, stay open. If you got the hungries, the lunches, he's got what cures it for you. They are very, very good. They are recommended by our tower staff over any other sausage company here. Concord, California. He is in the 3-way Chevrolet lane. Mike Raviter out of Paso Robles. This is a semi-final round for Raviter in the Piccolo lane. Gillespie in the 3-way Chevrolet lane. The Nova qualified 6th. Raptor in the Camaro qualified 2nd. Semi-final. Who's going to the final round here?
All right, nitro cars are warming up.
3-stage for Gillespie.
We're going to be up here in the next 15 minutes, maybe sooner.
Gillespie there. We're ready. Here they go. Wheels in the air. Reaction advantage. Breakout for Gillespie, so Raviter, the number 2 qualifier, goes right on the 9.860.
This just it. It's so close. How do you tell?
860,
It is so close. You gotta go for the stripe.
Randy Armstrong. Armstrong, the number 10 qualifier, out of Paso Robles, California, with the 57 Chevy Bel Air. Redner and Armstrong both meet in the final. Now Armstrong does not have to make the run. He just has to stage. Will he choose to do that, or will he run it out the back door? Get an idea where it's running as the temperature drops here in Bakersfield. Cars are getting a little bit quicker.
Kids will fall asleep in the car and they'll get
Getting a little bit more power in the cool air.
It's like leaving the car.
And when he comes back for his final, it's probably going to be another 15, 20 minutes.
We did that one.
He decides to run it. Reaction 1.260. 1 seconds. Coming up on the finish line, Lights goes 8:59 with a 5.
See? I mean, that's going to be, if he cuts a good light and keeps it right there, that'll be a tough deal to beat in the final.
Watching us at Drag Racing, Drag Racer on TV. Thank you very much. Glad you can listen to us and see us. Well, you can't see us, they're waiting for us. back into the staging.
Hey, Phil.
Semifinal rounds.
You bet. We just heard the guys warming up in the pit with the nitro cars. They should be pulling up here soon. Nice, cool afternoon, early evening. The track's going to be good. It's going to be good for all the cars. They're all going to be running well. They didn't get here in time.
Oh no.
All the guys on the crew, a couple of guys on the, not the crew, but one guy.
They do work.
And he says he uses them at night.
Yeah, because I get sleepy though. Like this makes me sleepy too. It's better.
He said his knees were killing him.
They do work. They do work.
Again, all remaining competitors, you should be back in the staging lanes. All remaining competitors, you should be back in the staging
Yeah,
lanes.
like
Drink a beer, I'll be on my ass.
And they take an hour.
That long, huh? Well, that's
So
okay
do
though.
not. The first time I did it, I thought,
Wait.
it's not working.
Oh.
So I was like laying on the,
Give me
I was
some
in
more.
a bar actually at Alex's bar in
Uh-oh.
Long Beach.
Yeah.
And I had to say, Anthony, help me, I can't walk. And I don't get like that. I don't ever get out of control about anything. So he knew. I just once stuck to my roof, a caramel. And my daughter, that's her business, so she tries to educate me how to do it.
Tractor backing up and parking. The good news is that means we're ready to race some cars.
That's what I was wondering. What can we try besides coating and
I
Tylenol?
tell my clients I wouldn't be able to get to work if I didn't have 2 joints in me. There's no way. They go, really? And I go, yeah.
One of my favorite, the 62 Corvette coming up first.
But there's other ways people choose, like the pipe.
His competition.
Something like that and stuff.
The 68 Camaro hasn't fired up
He
yet.
had the pipe his whole life.
There he goes.
Yeah, a lot of people like. I just don't like paraphernalia.
Yeah. Me, yeah.
Corvette drives around the bend, gets to the back of the area behind the water box.
But the
The
gummies
Camaro
work.
coming
They
in.
just,
Good.
you gotta be ready to be on the couch when you try.
That's, I mean, before.
Three
When you try
Chevys will
it, just
contest
go, okay, they're,
the
okay,
semifinal
the
round
chocolate
in
is
one
really the
Mopar.
most potent.
Ooh, that's
so
good
be
to know.
careful. The dark chocolate's really good too, and you can just a little chip of it, and usually that's 100 grams for that whole bar. So you want like 10.
Yeah.
They
Especially
have
me.
ones that are 50.
Herschel Ford out of Morgan Hill,
I've had one
California,
that are
68
100, done the whole
Camaro. The
thing.
second
Wow.
fastest elevator
Even the next day,
mechanic.
probably.
With bad pain, I'm
Top
like,
there
okay,
in Big
I'm
Mountain,
like, yeah,
California,
I
the 62
knocked
Corvette.
myself
Well,
out.
that's all right. At least you don't feel
They
that.
do help you sleep though. They do
That's-
help you sleep.
He's
At
on
least you
the
don't
line,
feel-
dialing 10
And
cents.
some of them
Herschel Ford
are
now
bad
is
with
960
THC, some just have CBD.
in
It depends.
the
Oh.
Michelob Lane,
Well,
driving a
works
68 Camaro.
Yeah, gotta try and see.
You don't
Okay.
even have to have
67 model year.
Buy it.
First gen,
It's not
67,
illegal,
8,
it's
and
not
9.
wrong,
Yeah.
but it does mellow you out.
Difference between 67 and 68, very simple.
There's a lot of
Sidebar lights in wing wings on the door. A little bit different tailgate. Other than that, they were the
Like my
same.
daughter, she just knows.
RPM starting to come
I
up.
let her. I go with her. She
And they are off the mark with the Corvette. Camaro chasing. Carlson to the tower, please. Carlson to
Oh.
the tower.
Look at that. Right on the money.
Herschel Ward
Right
goes
on the money.
960, gets the win.
Phil, we got
10-16 Wayne.
Tom Padilla in the Red Dragon, and I'm blanking on who he's racing. It could be Ron or Brian Hope. I'm not sure. There was a 6-0 pass, and I can't remember who it was. Whoa, no, Johnny West. Excuse me. That's right. Johnny ran a 6-0. That's who it was. He finally had a nice. When he gets that thing figured out, he's going to be tough to beat. He's going to be at 6-0 all the time. He bounces from 640 to 6-0, so he's got a lot of room to get it fine-tuned, and he knows that. He says that he's always been messing with it. So we'll see. Oh, right on, or right under, and the other guy's 4 under. See, how do you tell? That's tough to do. Go for the stripe. Go for the stripe.
6.
Tough
If you're
deal.
a series winner,
Tough
lane
deal.
7. We're going to take your photographs and get you immortalized in paper. So after we run,
All right, you guys, I got to do a little adjustment here. Excuse me a minute.
event winners, lane 6.
Let's
Series
see.
winners, lane
Where
7.
am I?
If you happen to win them both,
Just a
pick a lane. It works.
little adjustment. Let's see. All right. There. So I can
So we're
get
going to see
him.
an all Chevy
I want to
final
get him in the mid-track a
in the
little
hot rod
better,
class.
closer this way. I'm a little bit too high on the wall, I think, but I think that'll work. Then I don't have to.
Yeah? Ooh.
I usually have to
AFX coming out now.
lean the phone a mile forward to catch them as they come close.
Again, racers, as soon as you can, please come back to the lane.
So we have,
for the final round.
yeah, we got a lot of semis. I don't know if they're going to try to run them off
As rapidly as you can.
before the nitro cars. They might. I've stayed for the finals, and they've done it a couple different ways. So we shall see.
Here we go, Jeremy Smith. 975 index for the 67 GTO. Rich Wood out of San Diego, a 950 index for his 62 Nova. Jerry Smith.
75 and a 50.
So you're going to see the GTO leave the line first.
Okay.
GTO, gas, tires, and oil. They do it. They use it.
Okay.
So I
Here
wonder
we
if that
go.
makes them a hybrid, you know? Burns gas, rubber,
Yeah.
Go back.
a little oil too.
Yeah.
RPM starting to come up. Reaction time is 9. And the loser with the 1-0 reaction time was Jeremy Smith in the GTO.
That guy was a
Wood in
little-
the Nova.
he was
Taking
a
this
little
one, going
too
to the
far
next round.
over.
He had a 950, ran 960 for the win. 988 for the GTO. 67 Plymouth to Canterbury. 1025 dialing over in the freeway Chevrolet lane. Greg Melton. 68 Roadrunner. And 2 Plymouth's gonna be here. Little Valiant taking on the Roadrunner. Roadrunner was the number 1 qualifier. And the reaction time shows here.
Oh, we got him.
Valiant too quick? Well, they both are too quick.
Oh.
10-10 for the Valiant and 871 for the Roadrunner. But the Roadrunner closer to the dial-in gets the win.
So the Roadrunner may not have been to the stripe first, but he was closest to his number. See, the other guy probably went for the stripe
Again, if you
because it's so dang close. You just got to go for the stripe. You'd rather do that than not, and then end up not winning.
If you win
George, good to see you back.
You're the champion of the series, lane 7, and we're going to get your photographs and give you trophies. Crowd forming at the base of the tower as we have more cars coming their way for the semifinal round.
All right, George. Get better quick, all right? You bet, Tom.
And he still hasn't built his hand.
Maybe he wants to just relax. Because it's not, what's important to one is not important
But it
to
was
all.
the bait. But he wants a milk back.
It's just
He
not
hung
what
up
you
on
want to
me.
do,
He
so
hung
it's
up
not
on
wrong.
me. I was drinking at a bar, and he started talking stupid ass shit about his car and shit. I go, get the engine going. Get the engine going. Get it together. You can put this engine in anything and pull it out later if you ever finish this 50 years. You know? For one time.
Brian, getting close. Getting close.
Semi-final round. The Nostalgia Eliminator.
860 on the nose.
Sam Tucker.
Celebrity sighting. Adam Sorokin walking there.
Sammy'd like to do that. Double up.
Right there. That's Adam.
Well, he's the season champion, and he'd love to be the California Hot Rod Reunion champion. Making our way to final rounds. Hang around. Don't forget, winner circle on stadium lane. Everybody's invited fans. The grandstands, come on down.
All right.
Yay, Adam!
Adam, hi.
Here we go. Somebody's going to run through the trophy.
Here we go.
Sam
59 to 58. I mean, how close is that? How close is that? That is just so close. There's Adam talking with the Ortizes and everyone. We really would like to see an Adam in the final. He was doing good all year. He was in the top, probably the top three in top fuel. I'm not sure how that finished out, but I'm pretty sure he's up right there.
Top fuel, buddy car finals to the lanes, please.
There you
Top
go.
Fuel, buddy car finals to the lanes, please. So James pulls up over there far side. Unfinished business. And here comes Wes Anderson out that street roadster. Bernie McAllister, the team.
Oh, yeah.
That guy in the orange thing walking there, good old Les Mayhew. He does some excellent video. Go look him up on YouTube. He's going to be our future video historian. He knows all the history, and he's doing a great job of keeping the history. And then so's my buddy Dave today. If you heard him talking with me, he's working with Don Ewald, getting all Don stuff, more organized, not organized, but more detailed in the stories. He's got all these beautiful photos of different eras, and Dave's researching each one and filling in the story behind each photo, and it's going to take a while. He said he's only maybe not even a quarter of the way through. So Dave's going to be a big help with Don doing all that. So Don Ewald, I believe We Did It for Love on his side. He's here today too. You got to visit their stuff, and if you're looking for some history, either one of those two, they'll be the history keepers of the sport amongst the others that are out there. And I know there's many others. That was Brian Hall that just came by. I don't know if you can see Brian in the... That's Brian right down there walking past with the crew. You guys saw if you guys saw his fire suit in the photos.
Semi-final round. 14, 15, 78
They
miles
smoked
an hour.
the tires, I
James
believe,
Howell.
in the semis.
Now D-Gas semi-final round.
Always tough to beat. as well as Adam. Adam's had the small block running just superb all year. It's been running 70s nonstop. Can't wait to see what they got in store for next year. It's always good when you can get it to run consistently, then it can start running quicker. It's one thing to run quick, but to make it do it all the time and or consistent with the nitro car is a huge deal.
But not still in. Unfortunately, went out early.
Okay, who do we got here?
Former champion over there, far
Oop,
side.
even lead. 1060 dial.
Steve Martin,
Oh.
double breakout, 10-5-6-1, 057 on the tree. David was 6th out better. It took too much stripe and out by 8.
See, he got there first, but listen, it's such a tough call. You want to go for the stripe. You don't want to not do it.
Hot Rod Reunion Championship in T-Gas. Bo, Steve, well, they've got tens a bunch of times here in the ANRA series, which will be back here at Formosa Drag Strip in 2 weeks. So, Bo, 21 on the tree.
He pedaled
10,
56,
5, 6,
so
3, 1, 2, 5. Bo Dyson, Steve Martin.
not that it makes a big, huge difference down there at that. It makes a tad, but not much. That's what Beckman was arguing, or not arguing, but that was their debate in the stands the other day. How much do you lose an ET at the top end? A thousandth and a half pedaling in some of the cars, depending how quick you're going. Down there, you've got so much momentum, it's hard to trim off a lot. Unless you're, just totally get off the pedal. More tractor drags. Hi, Ryan. Probably seen more of that than any other class this weekend. Jim Black, the pilot of the orange tractor beast. I bet you he's made more passes than anybody in any class this week, any car of anything. Dave Denny, I hope you caught that. I think Jim's got the pass record here at the track with the tractor. More passes than anyone has ever made down it. Any one person has ever made down the track. He's been doing it for a while. He goes all the way down past the finish line, probably past the last, mile an hour block, which we don't have down there anymore, but he's going past the finish line for sure. While we got a minute here, I got to thank all the European, the UK friends here. Herb Andrews, his buddy Andy stopped by, and of course Martin and Ingrid. They come all the way from the UK to be here for this. Wish we could all do the same for them. And I met a few people from Australia. Their year's just starting, so they have the Aussies got a live channel with their races, and this is their summer. Our winter's their summer, so support those guys and pick up one of their channels and watch. They have their they have their funny car deal down there. It's real nice. They get to use bigger pumps and all kinds of they're really neat looking, and they have their own style of cars too. So giving them a little plug, and not to mention everybody else I've had a chance to talk with this weekend. Many people. And of course, get to give the shout out for the Problem Child crew. Let me hang out with them every year, and they're in the final here, so I'm expecting a big party. We'll see what happens. They might follow the Jim with the spray. They'll probably put down a little bit of spray, a little bit of glue to help the final. Weather's nice. The wind, there's no wind. It's nice and still. You can see the flag. It's nice and calm. Perfect conditions for the final. Get better sound out of it, no air blowing around, it'll be a nice echo. And there at Boise, I had Adam on my feed talking with here comes the tractor, but I'll remember the guy's name. But he said, "This is what I heard all the way here on the airplane. Was this is what I heard when he talked to me." And there was so much noise we couldn't hear him say that. It was funny. It blanked it out.
We were going to park next to him. We were going to park next to him. Just ridiculous. I don't know if Jim moved or just pulled forward or what, but he was all fucking aggro on his own. It's like crazy, stupid, like, who cares what they do? I didn't I wouldn't even think about it at all. So, one thing we'll take through all the years to have is and long and things like that. I don't know what was
A guy who less than a month ago was competing in Nostalgia Eliminator 2, the 860 index category, and wounded a motor big time. It was Jolly St. Jimmy and all the balls. First time ever, somebody won a championship. CHRR.
Hey, Mike Gallant is on. He's the solo act for the Joe Walla Band. He comes out and plays his solo lead guitar. Excellent player. If you joined us last night, you got to see Mike, as well as the last time he played with Joe. It's a really good time. Thanks, Mike. I really enjoyed it.
A car that he's had for 25 years, and that's very cool. By the way, A-Gas has not been settled yet. NE3 Cameron Webb came from behind to pick up the title.
I don't know if they have a lot of.
Sam Tucker, as I mentioned, will be back up later. He is your NE2 national champion. Of course, I mentioned Dustin Lee. Tony Tripp, 7-0 pro. Kid Bates again in A Fuel, another title to his resume. It's Nostalgia Eliminator 1 coming around the corner. Dan Martin, reality check altered out of NorCal. And Dale Torres.
$760. Yes. Thanks, Mike. Same here.
Towards Dale out of that lucky 13th spot in qualifying. Drag straight from Bob Barana, who is a professional golfer. Miniature golf course down in Bob Barana.
All right, Debbie, you bet. It's not that far off.
Alan Brown, DJ the tower, please. Alan Brown. DJ the tower, please. Dan Martin rolls up, lights up first light. Waiting on Dale Torres. A couple of veterans for the championship of the California.
The Lopin altered.
Nostalgia Eliminator 1.
Nice leave. Oh, look at that. One off.
For the win. Dan Martin 037 goes out at 764.
And he stayed on the dial.
Run him down.
Cool.
178 miles an hour.
Nice pass.
So that wraps up NE1. Bob Beck gonna come in.
Awesome.
Take you through C-Gas, Charlie Gas. That's the new champ down there.
Yeah.
Ray Roberts Jr. trying to do the double up, Bob.
Oh, I know he's doing it good so far. 41 Ford pickup truck. Getting ready to go up against the Nova. Old school, older school. Tom Christian out of Reno, Nevada. Lee Roberts next door. Sparks, Nevada. 41 Ford pickup truck, an unlikely race machine. Came in as the number 25 qualifier. Christian was the number 3 qualifier. Roberts and Christian worked their way through the crowd to get to where they are right now. As they head down track, get ready.
Red light on the Nova. Sorry.
C-Gas, he does it. Baby breaks out, but not a problem. It's first or worst, and the red light is first, and Lee Roberts gets the win. It goes 9.
All right, Lee.
59 on a 60.
Yeah.
Lee Roberts going home happy.
Yeah.
Christian.
Congrats, Lee.
In Reno. 2 alternates getting ready to go next.
Rubbing stuff out, and I can see the bearing bolt.
Cameron Webb. In E3 champ. Trying to win the event. Up against Rich Harrison. Harrison out of Lakewood. Webb out of Bakersfield. They're number 8 against number 5 qualifier.
But it didn't do it that, but it's like
Webb has already won the series.
one mechanic guy.
Can he double up and win the event as well?
Buy like a good, nice piece of jewelry for your engine, and they can rebuild. Take it apart.
3-stage lights are lit. Taking the time. Webb's in first. Harris is there. They're gone. Reaction times are close. No advantage really there. Next coming over the line, and it is Webb.
Woo! Right there.
9:57
Two
on a
apart.
60 to a 55 for Harrison.
Yep. How do you tell
Harrison,
when you're next to each other?
0.52 reaction to an 0.42 for
Yeah.
Webb. Margin of victory, 14 hundredths of a
Man.
second. As they finish it
That's
off,
close.
Webb doubles up. Does it in Nostalgia Eliminator 3.
Tough deal.
More action to come. Here's the A fuel cars. The Doctor. The U.S. Air Force painted car. It's been that way for a number of years. He's in the freeway Chevrolet lane. Doc Kid Dates out of Anderson, California. Junior fuel and A fuel. He has won them both. He's the number 1 qualifier, running a 6:05. And I'm sure he wants to get into those 5-second zone at 231 miles an hour. And you never know, he can.
Vic, what's happening?
Number 2 qualifiers meeting in the final. How appropriate is that? Wayne Romay out of Simi Valley. He owns a Performance Forge company. It's a Nielsen Park chassis car with an Alan Johnson 434. Kid Bates, he likes those little motors. 392 cubic inch Chevy.
It's a real deal.
Wayne Romay ran 613, 218 miles an hour. The Doc, 605 and 231. Number 1 qualifier. Romay, number 2 qualifier. We've seen these two meet before in many a race. They forgot to take the covers off the exhaust of Romay's car, and they popped off when he fired it. 2 heavies, ready to go. Full body, long wheelbase car, the U.S. Air Force machine, Hendricks Sr. Taking on Wayne Romay, or Romay in the Michelob lane. We need Jeff Brookshire and James Howe to come to the tower, please. The class runs injected on nitro or blown on alcohol. And the contrast is here. Dr. likes his injection system. Been very successful, very quick over the years. The whole family involved in the racing effort. Moving up into the beams, and the whole family on the starting line right now. Romay in the Michelob lane, Kid Bates in the 3-way Chevrolet lane. Your number 1 and number 2. It's
gonna be quick.
Respectively.
Yeah. It's a good day at the track too, Vic. Yeah. Chase chased him down after he smoked the tires.
The tree on the doctor, a full tenth ahead at the start. After that, the car started to fall off, and the doctor pulled away right at the 60-foot mark.
Looks like he smoked the tires to me.
Doc Bates goes on once again to another championship.
All right.
A event win.
Good for them. Woohoo!
Junior Fuel coming up next. Brad Woodard out of Oceanside, California. Number 2 qualifier against Dustin Lee, number 1. Number 1 and 2 coming up. Now Dustin is the Junior Fuel Series champ. He wants to win the event as well.
Yes, he does.
From Idaho, Dustin Lee, a child who grew up in the Antelope Valley. Hung around LA County Raceway. His dad, the driving instructor there, built engines that were superior, including the ones he drives today. A 2015 Ford chassis car, 693, the number he needs to run. Brad Woodard, 689. Woodard doing his part out to get the tires warmed up. Woodard out of Oceanside, California. Owner Riker Machine, a 2017 dragster chassis with a 412 Gilligan Chevrolet engine. He qualified second with a 693. Dustin Lee qualified
Hey, Michael.
first. With
Yes,
699,
you will.
But ran a 693. And so that makes the index 93. Woodard, though, dialing to 689. I don't understand necessarily the reg that puts these dial-ins in. The Junior Fuel B number is now 693. And Woodard, 689. It's a hard number to hit. Small block Chevy, the power
They
of
both
choice
are.
in this category, although we have seen Fords try
Yeah. Look forward to seeing you too.
to compete. Chevrolet just seems to be dominant.
Keep us up on the lifting. See what happens.
Cars can also qualify for the NHRA Big Show Nostalgia Dragster class. Crews are ready.
Here we go.
Cars are ready. The staging is happening. Lights are dropping and they're gone. And Woodard spins the tires. And he gets it. 699 for Dustin Lee. Woodard goes 789. Spun the tires hard on the hit. And the Dustin Lee doubles up.
Oh, was that Jimmy Levi? Doggone it. Why didn't I see him this weekend? I would have talked with him. I was looking at him thinking he looked familiar, but I hadn't seen him in quite a while. Doggone it. Hey, Spike, you bet.
Ray Paget. Over the left lane with the Corvette. Freeway Chevrolet, Santa Paula, California. Mossy out of Napa.
Oh, was he? Okay, that makes doggone. That's why I walked by a couple times, and hey, he looks familiar. I haven't seen him for a couple, 3 years when he was here with Larry and Sutton and Pete and them in the car. Quite a few, 2 or 3 years ago when they pitted next to each other. No, maybe he'll still be around. I'll look for him.
Paget qualified 13th, 764. Mossy, 9th, 764. So these guys are pretty closely matched. They made it through the field to make it here. Corvette and Camaro. Refield Corvette. And running, fully staged, left lane, full stage, right lane, RPMs are up and they're gone. Reaction advantage, It's Paget leading and breaking out. He goes 756.
Again. again. How tough?
760
Okay, yeah, it was
getting
18,
the
huh?
win.
Yep.
And the win for the event.
Right before all the COVID crap, so that's why everybody got kind of restricted on that. But yeah, good deal. Maybe he'll be around. I can see
He
him.
becomes a national champion and the winner of the event. So he gets the series and the event win. You got a lot riding on that one.
Totally. Yeah.
Here's it. From Sweden, Joakim Lundberg, living in Gardena now, flying the Swedish flags. Matter of fact, our friends from Sweden that are here to watch the event went over and talked to them. 23T. Danny Schrokosh, his competition.
Yeah, they are. Pete and Rose are here, and Junior was there by the fence earlier. And I was making comments. I don't know if you're on about how they're your mother-in-law and pop-in-law.
The Schrokosh goes deep.
$7-0. Here we go. Shoots out again. Does he get it? No. Oh, look how close he was. Oh, well, that was pretty good to get to the final doing that, though. Popping to shoot every run. How awesome. He pulled to shoot every single pass, and he ran 30s and was winning. So, yeah, he had to step up on that pass, but he still was. Look at how close he was.
NHRA's call.
That's pretty amazing for him to be popping to shoot every pass.
From Sweden, don't believe it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I was talking though, so I don't know, Mike, if that would have been Michael. That'd have been. It's been a while ago. I did talk about that. I've had this on now for a couple 3 hours, so they've come and gone from the fence a couple times. Now they're up in the stands, of course.
All right, played 7 and 8. 7 is event winner. 8 is.
Levi, I didn't see her in anything this weekend.
Winners, please come back.
Just saw her hanging out with James and that sort of stuff. And Patrick, they're coming up. They're going to run off all the hot rod stuff and bring them out. The nitro cars out. Yeah.
Barely.
Ken, who you talking about? Danny. Give me a hint here. Who DQ'd? But at least she's here, Levi. Yeah, at least she's been hanging out all. Everybody's been calling her out everywhere you go.
All racing action coming your way here. Camaro.
Oh yeah, no, the Crowder car ran up until the. I think they're up still. I don't think they've been out yet.
Actually, 62. Jerry Brent.
Yeah, thanks. Okay. Oh, right. Oh, I see. But they're still. I think they might still be in.
Out of Morgan Hill.
Thanks, Patrick. Yeah, I just went back to Facebook. It's the streamer share thing I had didn't stream and share good.
60, the dial.
I just hope everybody will share on their different pages they're in when we do this, so that everybody else can get a chance to watch.
Then Riley took the championship for the series.
Not everybody's going to give me a friend request. They don't need all my garbage floating across their page.
10 to 75.
So
Will the trophy go to Canada or will it stay
here we go.
California?
This is going to be a good one.
BM's coming up.
960 on our side. This guy's leaving for. Oh, he red lights. No.
It's going to Canada. Gets the win. Goes 10
Yeah.
on a 75 to a 61 on a 60, but a red light for Herschel Ward.
Oh, you can't go deep in 7-0, huh? I thought I saw a couple guys doing that today.
Series winners. Come on back, get your photo and your trophy.
Oh, thank you, Patrick. That's awesome. Appreciate that. Any kind of groups you're in, please share that way. You know, there's so many groups, the different groups. Woo, again.
57 Chevy on 540. Your number 2 qualifier was Rabbiter. Number 10 qualifier was Armstrong. Doesn't matter. They've made it this far. Armstrong qualifying with an 861. Rabbiter with an 860. The index, 860.
Like I was joking earlier, you guys remind me to turn my screen brightness all the way. I had it on my morning brightness, which is dull, so I can, anyway, I couldn't see all day, and I had my screen brightness all the way down. No wonder. I thought it was part of the video where it would just do it automatically, but it was me. Here we go. 860. Heads up, 860. A couple pedal. Oh, right on the money. Woo! Wow.
860
wow.
To an 850.
Thanks, Jim.
Armstrong.
Man, that's a tough. How do you tell? If you're in the lead or how do you tell? You got to go for the stripe. He was right on the money. I mean, that's just hard to beat. That is just hard to beat.
Greg Melton out of Escondido, California, the road runner. CMX category, he's got an index of 875. Rich Wood out of San Diego, 62 Nova. His index 975. Melton was the number 1 qualifier and is dominant.
He just gave me the thumbs up, Michael.
Rich Wood, he's made his way through this. He's run a best of 952. Well, he
875 on the right, 975 on our side. He gets a big one. That's a long head start. Let's see if the guy on the spectator side can hang on without losing his patience. Oh, he did. He left. Oh, he's against the wall. Oh. What is your winner? Oh, he broke out. He broke out and he got this. Oh.
Doesn't look at his mirrors. He breaks out. 962.
What a heartbreak. Would have had it.
Getting the win.
Oh. Doggone it. You get too excited. You get too much adrenaline. You just kind of lose the comprehension. Yeah. Doggone it. He was against the wall almost in the Mopar.
Wow.
All right, 860.
You're in the right lane.
Yeah. It does.
Is Sam Tucker. 32 Phantom, Mopar 470.
He didn't check his mirror if he had one.
Wes Anderson out of La Mirada, California. Temporarily retired. 27 Ford Roadster. He qualified number 11. Tucker qualified 10th. Tucker, the national champion right now.
So number 1.
Nostalgia Eliminator 2. Tucker trying to double up. Be the national champ and the event winner. Full stage, lights drop, they're gone. Reaction advantage 2. Let's see what happens. And he does. 862, good for the win. Tucker runs right on the number
And he was
with 860, but gets there second. He was behind on the reaction time by 3/100ths of a second.
Yeah.
Lost by 1/100th of a second.
He was just a taste too slow on the tree, it looks like.
Steve Barta, speed gas category. He's over to the three-way Chevrolet.
That was the guys with the Road Runner.
62 Chevy 2.
They're all excited.
Dyson out of Bakersfield.
What a way to lose. You just
67 Chevelle.
thinking,
1060 index.
Tough deal.
Cars. Let's see what happens.
Oh, red light on our side. Left lane's the winner. Red light on the right
Congratulations,
side.
he goes 1054 He runs under the number, but not a problem.
Yeah.
Bo Dyson, red leg, first or worse. And
Probably.
the first was the
Yeah.
red line. It's also safety. So it's not only first, it was worse.
I wasn't paying attention. Okay, here comes the glue. That means we get nitro soon. I hope so. It's cooling down. It's going to cool down quick. They need to get the run in before it gets too cold. And then not only does Jim have them up, probably the record passes for the tractor, he's probably got him for the glue quad too. He's been spraying that. Who knows how many passes he's made with that thing. He has made pass after pass. Like I said, he's probably got the record for passes on at Bakersfield. He's been down this track the most. But you know, that's why it is in such great the condition it is. He probably needs to start a school for track prep, because he really keeps this place nice. We've been to a lot of tracks, but and there are a lot of good tracks, but Jim just keeps this thing superior. He ought to do his own training school for all the guys across the country.
Watching the Plymouth get out of shape, almost tag the wall, then come back and win, but the competition doesn't watch their mirrors to see that their racer was way behind. Little spray for traction compound down on the track to make sure it's good and sticky. And we'll get back to racing in just a moment. Thanks for coming out to the 30th anniversary California Hot Rod Reunion.
All right, it might be coming up.
I know.
Yeah, it is getting kind of cool though, ain't it?
Yeah.
And for those of you watching on DragRacer.tv, thanks for tuning in. We're glad you can be there with us. And Good Vibrations Motorsports for sponsoring what's going on here today.
And I want to thank James
And AAA.
for their hospitality too at Good Vibrations. Jim takes care of me and Patty at a couple of the races this year, and has done that, and I appreciate that. And I got to let everybody know Jim has been a great supporter. He even got me a few jobs driving some blown alcohol funny cars back in the time, and I really appreciate him to this day. I don't know if I'd ask him for a driving recommend though, but it sure is tempting. Speaking of that, we're waiting to get Pete Muriello out there. He's got to jump back in the beautiful Metal Flake Vega. Thanks, Levi. And when Pete does, I want to be there. So we all do. There's a lot of us who want to be there for that. So
Fuel cars. It's going to be funny cars.
There it is. There's Billy. Come on, Billy. Thanks, Michael.
Funny car, final round out on the pad.
All right, Mike's back with us.
Billy Morris for his dad Rick and Eddie Knox, the problem child Camaro.
And all the crew guys that worked their butt off on that
Tony
thing.
Gerardo.
And Tony's impressive.
Punishment team car.
Coming out after 7 months, and he's in the final.
Funny car.
He's been really doing, this is amazing. Yeah.
Billy over there, far side, that three-way Chevrolet lane, has been the better numbers. But Tony Gerardo, steady 570s. And, well, we talked about it earlier. He couldn't run with these other guys, but he didn't need to.
Yep, here he is.
Because he waited for them to make a mistake and clicked off another 570 elapsed time. And in the final round,
Ruby.
Tony comes up here. Billy over there. Patriot Tour. For Billy Morris, the team, and I want to tell you, they've got some great decals on their car. We just want to say to the Hatfield family in England,
Rick,
Haley, we're all thinking of you as we know you're struggling.
thanks for
with
jumping
cancer
up,
there.
watching with
Everybody on
us.
that problem child team has got a lot of support for you, young, and appreciate it. Thinking about you, as Billy's going to try and go to the winner's circle. For
Jim,
Haley Hatfield over there in England.
Eddie's got some great sponsors on the car. Coming up, James.
Dave Blake looks down at Tony Gerardo.
A lot of great sponsors. Mark McCullough's been one of the big backers.
Billy Morris.
Kim Ford joined him last year. Paul, he's the guy from down under. He brings all his plants from down under and sells them to the Home Depot and Lowe's.
California Hot Rod Union.
They're drought tolerant stuff, and he helped sponsor the car. All right, James. Well, you made it back. So Paul's been a great sponsor. He's a great guy to hang out with. There's quite a list on the car.
Couple of first generation Camaros.
I'm going to let Mike take it on. I'm going to quit interrupting him. Nice, easy burnout for Billy. 2 backup girls. Becky, she backs him up. And there's Amy.
Conditions spectacular for the final.
Party at the problem child. Woo, nice pass, too. 58. Nice pass, Tony, too. Look at that speed. Jeez.
Both up over 205 miles an hour at half track.
Yeah.
Your California Hot Rod Reunion champion. And look at all the high fives and the hugs and everything down there on the starting line. As they waited a while, as this new car came together a year and a half, 2 years ago, and finally, they are a champion.
Yeah.
Tony Gerardo coming back with a great effort there. Goes 5.662, 262, and couldn't run down that problem child.
Man, he was out there.
Word is we are clear at the top end. Man, there's high fives from Rick Morris, Billy's dad, Eddie Knox, and that whole team. Down there doing a great job.
Mark McCullough.
Going to be pretty wild in the winner's circle with these guys and gals. I would advise you to visit the winner's circle after the final rounds here. Is Top Fuel Eliminator. On the pad, and they fire up Bean Kaiser. And they fire up Tyler Hilton. Two of the best.
Yeah, this is going to be a good run here.
Tyler, of course, the national champion.
He's sending. Woo!
Going back to Ohio with that big trophy. Nice round of applause for that problem child team. They are a funny car champion.
There's Paul waving his hat.
Started the season with a
Yeah.
Chevrolet. They decided if they had a chance for the championship, they needed
Right,
to
guys.
make the switch
Nice
over.
pass.
They purchased the championship winning car from Tony Bartone and the team.
Woo!
Well, that was a pretty good investment. They are the champ. But right now, they have a race to win. And Pete Kaiser over there in that three-way Chevrolet lane could care less about that championship. He wants another trophy.
Here we go. That's exciting, huh, Levi? You bet. This is a good deal.
Three stages, Pete Kaiser. Three stage, Tyler Hill.
Here we go.
For the
Oh, he caught him. Pete slowed down at the top end. He had him covered, doggone it. Nice pass, Tyler. Awesome.
Kaiser was better in reaction time.
Yep.
And then Tyler ran him down.
Yeah.
He runs 5.704, 251. Pete was 103 60-foot time. Tyler was 102.
See you, Mom.
Pete to the 330.
See you, Pete.
260. Tyler was 258. At halftime,
All right.
Pete was 380, 207.
Wait for the stands to
Tyler was
empty. There goes
376, 210.
Herb Andrews
Ran
with the
that car down.
green
And
shorts
Tyler
on
Hill,
from the UK.
The top fuel
Mom
national
Pop
champion.
Ortiz.
The top fuel California hot rod racing
Yeah.
champion. The trophy going back
Yeah.
to Ohio.
All right.
Great
Well deserved, Tyler. Awesome. Way to pull it off. Way to pull it off. All right, you guys.
Probably jumping up and down.
All right, you guys. Fuel altered. We got the fuel altered there.
A fuel alter. James Giancarlo Jr.
Yeah.
Brian Hope.
Your Boise winner. Okay, it was James. Okay, excuse me. I thought it was Mr. Hope.
James the burnout far side.
All right. And I thought it was Hope and Red Dragon.
Legendary car, the pure hell there.
James, your Boise winner. Brian. You're riding Pure Hill. Yeah.
Final for fuel altered, following this pair. Ryan Hope, Dan of Pure Hell, legendary car. Double A fuel altered. Ryan tuned on his dad, Ron Hope, and Ron retired at this race. The driver of the Rat Trap got an opportunity with Rich Kowalski to drive this car.
Make sure you join us for their Christmas party. We're going to cackle some of the Rat Trap, I believe.
Over there, that team out of Las Vegas.
First week of December, we're going to go for that. Get a chance to visit with them for the years out.
Three-stage change, waiting on Brian Hope. Ron Hope down there bringing his kid in.
All right.
629,
Yeah.
22 miles an hour.
All right, Brian, nice pass.
658, 220, and a great side-by-side run as the final in Double A fuel altered with the two quickest cars, Chicago style. Johnny West, the Plan A team out of Arizona.
Oh, okay.
And Tom Padilla,
Okay, here we go.
Red Dragon.
This is our final. That's what I thought. Excuse me, guys. I wasn't paying attention. You bet, Vic.
Of course, Johnny West just a long history in the sport of drag racing. Word goes out to buy her up.
Didn't realize they were going to run two pair. I guess good. Good for them. Get some extra runs. Yeah, it was just a fun run, Levi. Must have been, because this is our final. Or just an extra, give us the show. Or they agreed to run.
Johnny West is fine. 6-0-9. Top of the heel over there in that three-way Chevrolet like what's far behind at 6-13.
Lisa and Travis, yep. Great finals. Great final rounds.
They got a race. Hey, your else got a race one of these guys. I'm here for that.
Now this one, they're going to run it all the way through, I believe. I don't think they're going to hold back. Oh, is that what it was? Okay, thanks, Cindy. Oh, cool, Ruby. Had no idea. So they ran the 4 quickest cars for the finals, is what Cindy's telling me, for the few altereds. And I think these guys are just going to agree to just let it go. I don't know that, but I'm gonna say, yeah, just run it through and see what happens.
The championship.
Whoa, good shut off for Johnny. He lifted just right. Tom must have been shaking or spinning or something. Nice one.
Out on him, and then
Yeah.
started reeling him in, and that baby made a move to the center line. And did a doinker down there in the bucket.
Oh, he did, yeah. Well, doggone it. Right out in front. Well, you guys, that should wrap it up. Hey, Marilyn.
Hot Rod reunion. Pro Mod on the bat.
Oh, okay.
Place one of those cones down there.
We're going to wait for the Pro Mods. We've got to get them all in.
Champions, reunion champions. Come on down.
Yeah, that's Mimi Harada's dad. He worked with me, and then her brother drove.
All right.
Here
That was the West vehicle that went down first. This is Tom. They just have. All right. They just have fun. They don't care. They'll honk it. Win, lose, or draw, they're going to have a good time no matter what. That was Johnny West, James. He just won that, the 605. Tom Padilla got a little shooken, shaking the tires, what have you, and took one of the blocks out, so they're going to fix that. And
we are going to get to the
Pro Mod's up next.
Make sure the track is right, and they are getting it prepped for them right now.
Clean up get the FOD mat out to clean up the junk from the block.
It's a last-minute prep. They're checking things out. Track is looking pretty good for the most part. We're just doing some touch-up to it and making sure it's good. The Promont cars.
Say hi to Eric and Derek.
Ready to go. 2 Corvettes going to be in the final. And they are ready to go. I want to thank you for sitting with us and being with us this whole weekend here at Formoso Drag Strip for the 30th anniversary of the California Hot Rod Reunion.
Mike, what's happening? Hope you got in on that. Got in on it sooner.
Steve Barber and Donnie Koch. I want to thank you for joining us at the 30th California Hot Rod Reunion. We need Ken Bates. Ken Bates Sr. to the tower, please. Ken Bates Sr. to the tower, please.
Waiting on the Pro Mod final. I believe that should do it. They're probably already up there. I can't tell. They just got to put. I got the blocks down. They're dragging the FOD mat down around to get the styrofoam off.
Get a good shot, Ingrid.
Nope, Ingrid's up there, huh?
I can see you. The sun's going down. The next cars you see, you're going to see some nice header flames coming out as they go down track. We got some gassers waiting. We got the Pro Mods. And again, if you won your category, lane 7, bring your car back, go through the winner's circle, get your trophy, get your photographs. If you won the series, lane 8. If you won both, pick a lane. You got it. Alright, Promont final coming at you right now. Track is done. It's
Hey, Catherine.
Dave Layton gives it the high side. Come on, ramp up. Promont, funny cars with doors. These things are amazing.
They got suspension.
Justin Wade, out of Clovis, California, Shorty's Fabrication, #1 qualifier for that bright orange 53 Corvette. 55-year-old race car driver, that's what he lists as his occupation. #3 qualifier, 63 South.
You bet, Mike.
Corvettes, a pair, in testing the Pro Mod category. Williamson qualified 3rd. With a 589, 251-mile-an-hour run. Justin Wade qualified #1 with a 584, 237-mile-an-hour run. So Wade was quicker by 0.05 of a second. This is closely matched. These two cars made it this far, and it's going to be a tight one. Anticipation and adrenaline running strong as they
You
move
bet.
up to the starting
You bet,
line.
Lisa. You bet, Travis.
We've seen it affect a few drivers today.
Thanks for hanging.
Here we go. Wait. In the Michelob lane. Williamson. In the Freeway Chevrolet lane.
You bet, Mike. We'll see you then.
Full stage is what we're looking for. We've got it in the left lane. The right lane's there. The 250 miles an hour.
Doggone it, that would have been tough to beat.
They got it all fixed. They got it running. He goes quicker than he qualified. 577, 250. Justin Wake in Promod.
And I think we got the gassers left, and I believe that should be it. We'll see.
Next up, the final in gassers. Double A gas coming your way. Sky White with the Willies. He qualified number 1 with a 651. Mike O'Connor qualified second
See you guys.
with a 671. On paper, 2/10 behind. Scott White will be the victor. But let's see what happens. We've just seen an upset here in Promod.
Yeah, no kidding. Take care.
Scott White out of Seaside, California. White's Willys has been super consistent all weekend long. O'Connor, he had to deal with some work on that machine. He initially ran an 854 and stepped it up to that 671. Not to say White had it easy. His first qualifying pass was a 1010. He came back with a 662 and then a 651. O'Connor only made 2 passes, 840, 854, and a 671. But obviously, they're both in the final round. They both were running good. They were both running consistent. This is the time where the pressure is on. Adrenaline pumping. Anticipation making them anxious. Traditional, somewhat contemporary Willys taking on a somewhat new school 57 Chevrolet. Moving up into the beams right now. The whole back half of the Chevrolet is the wing. The Willys with the wing in the air, they have to do that. These cars tend to lift at the higher mile per hour. Sun is going down. Watch the header flames as these guys get ready to go. Restage lights lit. RPM's coming up. Restage, full stage, go.
Man, that was a close one.
673 to a 676. O'Connor
209.
comes back and
Yeah.
takes the win. He was behind on the
Yeah.
reaction time, behind the first 60 feet. He started picking up the pace at the 330 mark. At the half track, he was ahead by 0.2 of a second. 2 miles per hour as well at 164. At 1,000 feet, they were dead even. Coming up at the finish line,
All right, you guys.
a victory, 37 thousandths of a second.
Again, thanks for hanging.
Congratulations to Mike O'Connor for your win and Scott White for an excellent weekend of racing action. That concludes all the finals
All
here
right.
at the 30th anniversary of the California Hot Rod Reunion. For Mike English, Steve LaBarba, and Donnie Couch, I'm Bob Beck. Thank you for joining us and spending the weekend with us here at Formoso Drag Strip. Have a good, safe drive home. Keep it rubber side down and shiny side up. We'll see you next time.
All right, you guys, same here. Signing it off. You bet. Thanks for hanging with me. And we'll see y'all at the next one.